What did you just say before the mic was off?
TFCpodcast.com.
Yeah, what's that?
Oh, it's one of my fave websites. I've made it my homepage. And I stumble upon every page they do. Vote. Thumb, whatever it is.
Thumb, upvote, yeah.
Yeah.
You just thumb all their pages, do you?
Yeah.
Cool.
I thumb most things I come into contact with on the internet.
I tend to as well. I love a good thumb. Good thumbing. Oh,
What's happened there?
We've used a fresh USB cable, a new USB cable.
Is it fresh or is it the old one?
It's the old one that we used to use.
It's not fresh.
It's old, yeah. The opposite of fresh in some ways.
It's like leaving some milk in the fridge, not using it, and then going back to the old milk is not getting a new milk.
Yeah. But this is a lot shorter than I thought it was. And I just...
No, it's average for its
height and weight.
Height and weight.
Just got to reposition the mic. Hello, testing. Hello, world. Hello, welcome.
It's TFC calling.
TFC podcast here.
Very Eurovision-esque.
Yeah.
Hello, Belarus. It is Russia calling. 12 points go to Russia.
Eurovision's brilliant. I wish it had been Eurovision in the past week or two, because then I'd put it on one of the podcasts that I do. The only podcast that I do.
Wow, that sounds brilliant.
Just TLDR,
What's
the Internet Digest, it's called. Yeah.
What a snazzy name.
Well, yeah, it's good because TLDR means too long didn't read.
Wow, I learn everything.
That's an internet meme. You can use that.
Yeah, is that how to officially pronounce it?
How else would you pronounce it?
I have no idea.
Meme, yeah.
Meme. It is two me's stuck together.
Meme. Yeah, that's an internet meme. The thing that we've done, every episode we always try to find the perfect pre-show routine.
Yeah.
And
I think we might have nailed it this time.
Yeah, I think we've got it really spot
on this time.
Because we just smoked a lot of weed and then ate probably too many snacks.
The snacks that we had bought planning for a mid-podcast snack break.
Yeah.
But then went, nah.
Yeah, it's probably a bad idea.
All at once, please.
It's probably the weed talking.
In the mouth.
Where have you been? Where have you been?
Studio B, right here.
So, I thought you went to Tenerife.
Yeah, I went to the Canary Islands.
What was that like?
It was alright, it's a bit hot.
Bit warm.
I got very sunburned.
Yeah, whereabouts? All over body?
Arm, leg is below knees.
Yeah.
You might see, you can't properly see it now, but I got sunburnt wearing socks, then sunburnt not wearing socks. So it looks like I've been wearing an electronic tag.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
It looks like I've just come off tag.
Yeah. But in a sort of place with sunbed facilities.
Yeah. Violated my ASBO.
Yeah.
On tag. Got off tag for not violating ASBO.
Well done.
And then sunburnt.
I understand that's quite an achievement for those on tag. I'm not on tag, so...
You're not on tag anymore?
Not on tag.
I was on double tag at one point.
Really?
Yeah.
You're on 2 tags at once? What for? Both same thing, Clara,
yeah.
was it?
Yeah.
Put the same form through twice.
Admin error. That's what it was.
Yeah. That is badass.
Yeah, I had that on for about 4.5 years.
4.5 years?
Yeah.
What was that? Not allowed to leave the house?
Not allowed to leave the house or 10 metres around the area I designated in my own house.
Right. Where'd you designate?
Toilet.
Yeah. Just because it covers a lot of bases.
Yeah, toilet so I can wee and poo on it.
Yeah. And if you get hungry, toothpaste.
Toothpaste. Free water. At all times. And there's a plug in there for my phone.
In the toilet?
Yeah.
You've got a plug in your bathroom?
Bound to. Razor plug. Got a razor plug.
Really?
I think so.
You'll have to get the adapter, though.
Yeah, well, I've taken that in with me in the old pocket.
Yeah. Cool. It's good to know you've got that planned out.
Just get on the internet whenever I want. Poo and internet.
Yeah.
We poo and internet.
I do that for research for TLDR. This time round, I grabbed just 26 things on the internet that jumped out at me and then whittled it down. Those are the best of the best. No, those are the best. But then I whittled the best down to the best of the best. And we're left with, if I'll do some arithmetic here and count, 5.
Wow.
Yeah, so probably a jam-packed show today.
Like every show, though.
5 things with... Yeah, like every show, really. No, every one of our shows, not just every show.
No, not every show, yeah.
Some shows are bad.
Yeah, very bad.
Not ours, though.
No, ours are brill.
Yeah. Thought I was going to put...
That'll be all the tropical Asda, chosen for you, 65 pence fizzy pop you've been drinking.
I think it tastes quite a lot like milk.
It just tastes like
It's
milk.
not all that different. That's worth it. It's worth
Delicious.
65p.
Genuinely delicious.
Yeah.
And you're saving yourself good £1, probably.
Easily.
You could get 2 bottles of that for the price of 1 lil.
Oh, yeah.
Probs.
Well, you can get 4 bottles for £2. It's 50p each.
Really, of those?
Yeah.
That's good. Hello,
Yeah.
saving more money.
Spending more money though.
Yeah, that's true. I probably wouldn't drink 4.
No.
They'll probably just go flat.
They go off. Yeah.
Like all liquids.
Yeah, liquids.
Can't trust liquids.
No.
Can't keep liquids for a long time.
Do you know who else you can't trust? Hang on, what have we said that we needed to say? TLDR.
Yeah. Check.
We're great. How much have you talked about how good we are?
Probably not enough.
Not enough.
We could probably do 1-2 hours of that now.
We'll sprinkle that throughout the app.
Just little pats on the back throughout.
So you've not been looking at the internet much, but I've got loads of
No.
stuff to talk about, so I'm going to show you some shit.
Sounds good to me.
You're going to love it.
I love every episode. The experience of recording an episode and the releasing of the episode itself. Just giving to fans. It's one of the things I love the most.
Yeah.
In the world.
That sponsorship deal didn't go through, did it?
I don't know, I asked you earlier, I don't think you checked.
I did check.
Oh, then no.
There's no email.
We should probably chase that up.
Yeah. Because I was just going to say that what you said there, that would be a good time to segue into sponsors. But embarrassingly, no one's bothered to sponsor us yet.
Well, we had a deal.
Yeah.
And then slipped through our fingers when we just didn't bother chasing it up.
Well, no, he said that his atties were going to get on it.
Attorneys.
I think he might be, like, mentally incapable. That guy, I'm not sure about him.
Well,
but his company seemed legitimate. Well, let's not say it.
Website.
Yeah, it didn't work, but they had their own Facebook page for their own website.
Yeah, the website, they got a website in the end.
Oh yeah, he bought one, didn't he?
We looked at it.
Yeah.
It was great. Great layout.
Yeah.
And one I would use
Well,
at a later date.
They're not sponsoring us yet. So it's not.
Yeah. It will happen though. By the next episode, that'll be in the bag.
Yeah. What did we agree on? Like £3,000?
Yeah, per ep. It wasn't per ep. Otherwise,
I think it was
recording
a
an ep a day.
flat fee of $1,000.
Yeah.
But we still felt like we were ripping him off. I hope he's not listening.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's not live.
It's not him either. I'm talking about someone else.
Yeah. If you're listening and you think it's you, it's not.
Yeah.
It's another person.
I've got like 5 things to talk about. 3 of them are fairly light, and 2 of them are heavy-ish. What do you want to start off with?
Can I pick a number like last time? Then it's just
Yeah,
potluck.
yeah. 1 to 5, go.
1 to 5. Numero 4.
4. Pope news.
Yes! It
Yeah.
returns.
We started Pope news a couple of episodes ago, I think.
And yeah, I'll tell you what, the fans went mad for it. I was seeing hashtag Pope News all over the place.
Yeah.
Hashtag Pope News is the best thing. I'll read some out.
Go on then,
Well, yeah.
get Twitter on your laptop.
And I'll just hashtag
Is that already
some
on?
Pope News. Yeah.
That's useful.
I use my laptop quite a lot. So,
Yeah.
you know.
You're a tech guy.
I am. I love,
Tech.
technology.
Well, just say text. Quicker.
Yeah, it is. Only 4 letters.
Yeah.
I'll just give you a quick Pope News.
Uh,
I'm about to commit the sin of lust. Ooh.
Is that
Hashtag Pope News. Hashtag Pope News. Cannot believe how good TLDR's hashtag Pope News was this week. Brilliant.
Was that from
That's from
last episode when we...
at my Moleskino. Thank you very much. Very nice. Very nice of you.
Is that a Gorg babe? Is that a hot chick?
You.
Check again.
No, sure.
You can't tell.
No, I don't
Which
think,
I bet it.
I don't think their picture is them. I think it's of a funny
Oh, right.
little picture.
Okay, never mind.
So they're obviously very ugly. Yeah, it's not of them.
Let's
It's
say
a bit of art.
mostly attractive people are getting involved with Pope News, though. So that should tell you everything you need to know about this week's Pope News. I don't even need to read out the Pope News.
You don't need to read it out.
I will do, because
Go on,
otherwise
then.
we won't know what it is. The Pope has come out with a statistic that, I said that right, didn't I?
Yeah.
Thank you. About 2% of the Catholic clergy are paedophiles.
2%.
That's what he says.
That's quite a large amount.
Well, I think it's bullshit, because it says here somewhere, on this bbc.co.uk article, it says that
Shout out.
something like less than 5% of just normal people are paedophiles. But I always felt like the Catholic Church
was
has a
heavier.
higher incidence.
Heavier rate of 5% of the general population are paedophiles.
Less than 5%, I think so. So look.
5%. But
While
that
the
means
incidence of paedophilia as a psychiatric disorder in the general population is not accurately known, some estimates have put it at less than 5%.
But still, 5% of this country, 60 million.
Yeah,
That's 3 million people.
Yeah.
3 million paedophiles roaming the street seems a lot.
Yeah.
That seems like a
it's
lot.
quite a heavy amount.
I feel like that can't be right. If
Yeah,
you're
I'm
3
doubting-
million, that's half of London.
Yeah, yeah. But
Or
for the whole country,
paedophiles.
half of those people in London will be northern.
Yeah,
That
but
should give you an idea of the demo we're talking about.
Hmm.
Where do you think the largest concentration of paedophiles is in the British Isles?
good question. By the sea.
Which sea? Whereabouts?
I'll probably say somewhere on the south coast.
Somewhere like
Southeast
Brighton.
coast.
Southeast coast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, I'll tell you why.
Why? Tell me why.
Paedophiles often like to act on people that they won't see again, or know, like, they're powerful over.
Really?
I suppose so.
Right, yeah,
I
no,
don't know.
guess. We don't know.
You should see, unless it's like somebody you can regularly do it on, if you're just going to have a quick act.
I could probably regularly do it on
No, like, paedophiles from what I know, you have your serial paedophiles on one person,
Yeah.
or in one area,
yeah.
but then when you have, like, a powerful paedophile, like your media paedophiles, hello, fan mail,
Yeah, that was it.
they use power over people weaker than them, but when you're never going to see somebody again, great time to just fondle her.
Or him.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
him.
do what I mean, I don't discriminate
No, I don't either.
when I'm talking about paedophilia, not when I'm doing paedophilia.
Oh no, I meant that as well. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I guess so. In a touristy sort of place.
Yeah. Where people will visit
Yeah.
and come on like holidays from within England and from outside of England.
So do you think people are moving to those places to live there, to set up their sort of
Well,
place
I
of
watched
operations?
a documentary about this in Thailand,
Oh yeah?
child prostitution there, which is sort of the same.
Yeah.
And people, obviously, this area was known for like child prostitution trade.
Yeah.
And so, of course, people would move there. So if it gets known...
Obviously. Real estate there.
But I mean,
Well,
if somewhere becomes known as the hotbed for X, Y, or Z, often
Yeah.
people go there who are interested in that.
yeah.
Whether that's, rave music or
Paedophilia.
paedophilia.
Either or.
It's like
Do you think that's why some people become clergymen?
to... have sex
Just to
with
do...
children.
Yeah. I've never thought of that, but that seems quite possible.
Well, I hope not.
Or does it seem possible? Because how do you get into the... How do you become a priest? Don't you have to...
Go to preschool.
Do you have to be religious as a little kid?
I imagine if you want to become a Catholic priest, you'll have to have been, like, Catholic your whole life. And, baptised and this and that, and
Oh yeah, baptised.
communion and...
You can get all that though,
Yeah, you can get that done.
later on in life.
Yeah, like I could probably convert. And they'll be like, okay, it's weird you've immediately converted and are immediately becoming a Catholic priest. But
While you're holding your fingers behind your back while doing communion.
we need all the numbers we can get. So you hope they wouldn't, because it's a very long-winded process.
Yeah, I suppose so.
I feel it just comes naturally.
To priests.
No, but like, if you, like Catholic priests especially, you celibate as soon as you're a priest.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you can't even masturbate.
Yeah.
And like, if you go a week, you get a bit tense.
Yeah. So imagine going your entire life.
Yeah. And then you feel like you've sinned and so, I don't know.
But that wouldn't like turn you into a paedophile though, would it?
No,
or
but then
bring out any propensity that you
No,
have.
I'm saying, as a priest, the only contact you have with like other people that aren't like in your clergy will be like, choir boys and
Oh yeah.
Sunday school kids and stuff like that. Like, you're not going out to bars as a priest.
So do you think a lot of them aren't actually paedophiles? They're just... That's the only... They have a lot of pent-up sexual energy
Yeah.
and they're only touching little boys anyway.
I imagine if you were told you could go and have sex now, they probably would just have sex. Some of them
Yeah.
would attempt to have sex with grown-up women or men.
And a
Then
lot
as
of
well, if being gay is wrong, then you're repenting a lot of stuff. Not repenting.
doing bad things, doing naughty.
Yeah.
Didn't Pope Francis say something about homosexuality? Like when he was first ordained? That's not the word, is it?
Saying it was terrible.
No, saying it was not that big a deal.
So,
Not that
yeah,
big a
probably.
problem.
He's been like the best pope ever.
He seems like damage control for the popes.
Yeah. Like he's been coming to go, we're all the same, but not really. You're not quite Catholic, but you're
I
lovely.
am better than you, but
you're lovely people. I mean, some of my best friends aren't Catholics, but it's the best way, isn't it?
The Dalai Lama.
Yeah, Catholic.
I don't think he is Catholic.
Is he not Catholic?
No.
Oh, he's converted.
He's
Something else.
Buddhism.
Never heard of it.
No, it's one of the. It's a Hindu one.
Oh.
Yeah, so ignore that.
Yeah, it's not real. Not our God.
I always find it funny. I was listening to here's something that was on the internet that I can digest for you. I was listening to a Joe Rogan podcast, and he had Sad Gad or something like that, who's some sort of like sociologist. Yeah.
Sad Gad. famous sociologist.
He has like an
Sad
Arabic.
Gad.
I'm pretty sure it's Sad Gad.
Sad Gad. Hello, I'm Professor Sad Gad.
But he's a sociologist, and he's like leans liberally and talks about sex and stuff like that. And he seems to like be one of these really atheist people who just has nothing for religion. And he seemed to blow his own horn a bit and say, "Oh well, I'm my God is rationality and logic and stuff like that." I hate all
I'm
that.
not a fan of that.
No, but he said all of that, and he was talking about how I can't remember exactly what it was, but he said something. All of the world's major religions do this, and then said something that only Judaism, Islam, and Christianity
the big three.
It's funny how people often
think of religion as the big three.
Yeah,
that makes
but
sense.
they aren't even actually the big three when you look at like the statistics of religiosity.
Yeah,
like Hinduism and Buddhism are all the way up.
Well, because
Christianity is probably
Hinduism has India, which has got a billion people.
Yeah,
and Christianity has the West, America, England.
Yeah.
And Buddhism will have like vast swathes of Asia.
Yeah. So they're,
Europe's not that big in comparison to Asia.
Yeah. And
the Americas.
And therefore, when you say like all of the world's major religions, you should include those ones. And that's something that people who are really critical of religion, like ardent atheists, they're very into saying, oh, well, all of the world's major religions have a monastic deity.
Yeah.
Not true.
It's because, I suppose, as a society, you're less educated about anything but the big three.
Yeah.
Within schools.
Yeah.
And, unless you're actively interested in it, you don't really know anything about it. Like, you'll do a few lessons in RE. It's nearly Diwali.
But you'll do half of that session will be like about how's Diwali celebrated in England.
Yeah. So you don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
And thus you don't really understand it and so ignore it, especially within statistics and talking about the philosophies and actual intricacies of it.
Yeah.
The majority of people don't know it as well as the big three.
Yeah.
And so thus will try to ignore it because it will weaken their argument that they don't know anything about it. If that makes sense?
It's quite interesting to think how isolated the West is in terms of like not acknowledging Eastern stuff and stuff like that. Because when you think of like the philosophy at school, where you do a degree, don't you, with philosophy sprinkled in there?
For now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you tend to only hear from Western philosophers. But you don't notice that at all. Because you just think of philosophers as being like, well, philosophy was invented in Greece.
Yeah.
Quite
Your
recently.
Socrates, your Aristotle, your Germanic philosophies and...
Yeah. It's interesting, we don't really think of the East as... Yeah, it's all the way over there.
I mean, it's that. I mean, you could name 10 philosophers, and they'd all be Western white guys.
Yeah, yeah.
You wouldn't know anybody really.
No.
All these warriors who then wrote books and things.
Yeah.
You might know of people like that, but
Like Lao Tzu, maybe.
yeah,
Sun Tzu.
Mitoshu, Misasashi or something like that.
And then there's like a handful of people who came over to the West. Was he a stabber?
Yeah, he killed people with swords.
I could do that. There's a handful of people who came over to the West who started out as being Eastern, but they do philosophy in the West in a Western way. Like something or other Suzuki, I can't remember his name. And Krishnamurti.
Kenzo.
Yeah. Kenny.
Kenneth Suzuki.
Kenneth Suzuki.
It's one of those things that you then start practicing your philosophy within the surroundings and you change it and you evolve it. And it's not the Eastern philosophy it was.
Yeah.
Like its roots will be in it, but it will just change and go off and westernise.
Here's how you can use the tenets of Hinduism to just succeed in your career. Climb that ladder
Yeah.
and get that CEO position that you know deep down is yours.
Visualise
You'll
that.
get that car. Yeah, put it on your board.
Your mood board. Your vision board.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about... A lot of people get up in arms about like the appropriation of other people's cultures when you learn about other religions and stuff like that. Like when people from... Like, let's say a person from England says, yeah, I'm a Hare Krishna now. Like, a lot of people say, well, you're appropriating...
Yeah, you're not really, are
culture.
you? Yeah.
But, like, I don't know. I don't know who's all that harmed by that.
Yeah, I don't think you should be offended that people are interested in some of the things you as a religion do and are interested in practising them. Yeah. Whether they're spot on.
You should learn from everything, like Bruce Lee.
Yeah, fucking knew all the martial arts.
Yeah.
He was ripped. But that's the thing, like, you shouldn't feel offended that they're not from a specific place or fundamental or, you know, whatever it is you get up in arms about. Because they're basically just taking your major teachings, philosophies, beliefs, whatever, and saying, oh, I quite like them.
Yeah.
I'll get behind them in my life.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, whether that means changing your name, growing a beard, wearing a robe, doing some little hand symbols, or just sort of going, oh, that's cool.
Doesn't really... when you said hand symbols, you did that thing with you. Do you mean small symbols?
Yeah,
like
CY?
Okay.
Not like it's a rabbit.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what you meant.
Yeah, I know, I was just...
Hand symbols are important though. Like the OK diving sign, which Buddha's a fan of. Everything is okay.
The double thumbs up.
Yeah, but that's Jesus.
Big proponent of Jesus, yeah. Or thumbs up and the wink, Jesus.
Yeah, wink, point, thumbs up. Yeah.
Oh, classic Jesus. Jovial Jesus.
Jovial Jesus. JJ.
JJ,
yeah. People used to call Jesus JJ. If you actually read the Bible, JJ. Yeah.
And JJ said, Sermon on the Mount.
Well, it's like it will say the Sermon on the Mount and then said JJ.
Said JJ. Yeah. Say JJ passionately.
Said JJ on the Mount.
Yeah. Who was still standing on the mount.
Turn the tape over now. That's end of part.
His legs were not tired, for JJ is a good stander.
He had great posture. His lumbar was...
out of this world.
Yeah.
Top level.
He'd corrected his posture a year previously at the gym. He hired a personal trainer.
He'd seen it in the mirror and gone, oh, that's awful.
Oh, I'm a sloucher.
Look at the curvature.
You never knew I was a sloucher. Oh, no. I feel terrible.
Oopsie.
Oopsie Jesus. Yeah. I imagine Jesus probably had great posture.
I imagine so. Look, the kind of guy that had great posture.
Yeah.
You don't often see drawings of him where he has even a slightly average posture.
No, he's always quite
top-notch posture.
Yeah. Often he'll be overdoing the sitting upright thing to the point where his chest is sticking out.
Doing
as a beam of light. Yeah. Which my posture's never been...
Bit posery, really.
Yeah.
Rubbing it in your face a little
I
bit.
never elicit a beam of light with my posture. It's too histrionic.
He's saying, I don't work, I go to the gym 6 days a week.
Yeah.
It's like, well, some of us have to work 9 to 5.
Yeah, I've got to clock in.
I've got a mortgage to
podcasts.
pay.
Yeah, do you have a mortgage now?
I can only get to the gym like 3 times a week, and my chest just isn't as big. Stop rubbing it in my face. Get off benefits.
Do you remember when
job.
we were in McDonald's that time?
And Jesus was there.
No. But we got really high the night before.
Yeah.
The person we were with said, if you pull an all-nighter, I'll buy everyone McDonald's breakfast.
Yeah.
And then in the morning he was like, yeah, I'm going to go to sleep.
I'm just going to go to bed.
So we went to McDonald's and there was a guy in a suit sitting somewhere else. And we kept narrating everything he said was, yeah, I've got a mortgage. So I actually have a mortgage, so I'm going to have extra sugar with this. Thanks. Oh,
Don't mind
seat,
mine,
do you have a mortgage? So I do. So
I'm just going to cut in queue because you obviously don't have a mortgage.
I do. So.
Oh, some of us do have a mortgage around here, so...
Come on, the clock's ticking. Time is money when you get a mortgage. Who does? I do. So. Hands up, everyone's got a mortgage. Oh wait, we're at McDonald's. Mortgage!
Trust me! Give me an M. What for mortgage? Yep.
Yeah. Spell the rest, I'm busy. Mortgage.
Mortgage to pay.
Do you think the Pope has a mortgage on the Vatican?
No.
Is that paid off?
I imagine he doesn't have to think about that. Someone's dealing with that for him.
How does that work? Do they own that?
Yeah, I believe they own the Vatican.
Like,
but who's they? Does the Catholic Church own the entirety of the Vatican?
Yeah.
And who is the Catholic? Who controls the finances of the Catholic Church?
And to what extent do they own it? Can they demolish it?
Yeah.
Without any warning at all?
If the Pope just said, we'll have this down now.
Can they build an extension on there?
Want to get one of those really nice open window roofed conservatories.
Yeah,
Just
like
sitting there,
a-
wicker chair,
Yeah.
read, you know, Harry Potter or whatever he likes to read.
Harry Potter, yeah.
Good drink.
I just had to have some milk to think. Yes,
Yes.
it is Harry Potter.
Did you see they once released the Vatican's music library?
No.
Like what they have in the music library?
Is it a lot of our podcasts?
A lot of weird stuff like Tupac and
What?
yeah. Google it, Pope Sound Library Tupac.
Right.
Because I feel like that's definitely true.
Yeah,
But
okay.
anybody I've ever told this story to has gone, never, no, what are you talking about?
This is on Reddit.
Mhm.
Today I learned that the Tupac song Changes is on the Vatican playlist. It links to Huffington Post. Let's have a look. Oh, this is... I'm having a posture nightmare here. 'Cause
Yeah.
I just had a,
Fizzy pop.
bubbly drink. Oh. Here's apparently the full playlist. I don't know what the Vatican playlist is. Oh, the playlist was a part of a series of celebrity playlists put together for the launch of MySpace's UK site. So it's just a list of songs that they submitted to us.
The Vatican
Yeah.
submitted it to
MySpace as a
To
publicity
MySpace?
stunt. They
Why?
elicited celebrity playlists. Like, I suppose, like, what are your 10 favourite songs?
and the
And
Vatican.
the Vatican
did.
said, oh, forgot to ask us. Yeah.
Tupac.
Number 1, Advocata Nostra.
Yeah, not by Tupac, I think.
No,
that
that's
one.
just music from the Vatican. A lot of just music from the Vatican with boring Latin titles. Uprising by Muse,
Yeah,
that's on there. After the Rain by Shirley Bassey.
great track.
What the funny ones are? He Doesn't Know Why by Fleet Foxes. Fleet Foxes?
Fleet Foxes are good.
And then Changes by Tupac.
Good
And
song,
loads of
that
other
is.
stuff.
Tupac.
And then, do you know who
Great.
Santo Subito are?
Yeah.
They have an exclamation mark in their name, so...
Yeah, no. I'm a big fan of their work.
Have you heard of Miserete Testimoni?
Testimony. With an I.
Testimony with an I, yeah.
Yeah.
I've googled it, can't find it. I would have played it. It's a shame.
Good, it's good. It's a good track.
Is it?
Yeah.
Just do it Acapulco.
Oh, I won't want it, ruin it.
No, it's fine.
actually. Just give me the name again so I'll remember which one.
It's called Miserete Testimoni.
Mi saretti testimoni.
Oi!
Mi saretti testimoni.
Testimoni!
Mi saretta, mi saretta testimoni.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
it's just
good.
a little something like that. I mean,
Not bad.
it's not quite like that in any way, but it could be.
It's a dance number.
Yeah,
No lyrics.
I think
But similar vibe.
it went number 1 in Moldova. It's a great song.
Wow. Okay.
How did we get on to the Vatican?
Because we talk about Pope.
Can he demolish it? Is it like the Queen in Johnny English,
Yeah.
who can seize any bit of land?
Yeah.
So can the Pope, just as a Catholic, just wander into any Catholic country and be like,
I love that.
this is mine now, actually? Like, is it like the police, when there's a crime, they can take your car and like, the police need your car? Can the Pope just sort of wander about South America, other Catholic island,
Philippines, 95%
yeah,
Catholic.
and just pop in and say, yeah, this is mine now. God said I need this.
What would happen then? I imagine he'd have to go through the legal system.
Yeah, can he
But if
break
the
the
legal
law?
system is officially Catholic and the
Pope.
representative of God has said God said,
Yeah.
he just said,
He whispered it.
even though he's obviously lying, you can't, you
Yeah.
have to do it.
Because you'd be, I don't know if you'd be blaspheme. Would you be, is it
Yeah,
blasphemy?
You'd be, if you
God's
say
representative on earth.
is lying, you can't say
Yeah, you
that.
can't say that.
Because that's suggesting that God fallibly chose a representative. He chose the wrong
Yeah.
representative.
And our God wouldn't do that.
Yeah. You're falating God. You're making fallible? Fallibizing.
Yeah, I don't think that's a word.
Falating.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's definitely a word. I know that. Googled it. Yeah.
Have you ever googled autofellatio?
Yeah.
The Wikipedia page is an actual photo of a guy sucking his own dick.
Ron
Black
Jeremy
and white,
used to be able
tastefully
to do
done.
that.
Who?
Ron Jeremy.
Really?
Yeah. Because he's really short, I think.
Very fat as well.
Yeah, he didn't. I didn't. Yeah. Pretty sure we could.
We can check.
I mean, let's not now.
No.
We'll do it off air
Do it later on.
when the lights are off.
Yeah. We literally did turn the light on to podcast.
Yeah, it's nicer in the dark. It's more.
Yeah. Because then you can watch
Sensual.
America's Worst Cooks.
Oh, such a good show.
Yeah.
I could just watch it endlessly.
It's really good, isn't it?
If Vegetarian Sprint just went into the next episode, I'd just sit here and stare at it for about 10 hours.
Oh, that'd be perfect. You could pull that off though, because you could just download the episodes on Pirate Bay and put them in a playlist.
Yeah, you could, but I'd have to download and wait for them to download. I haven't got the
Yeah,
space. I've only
yeah,
got
yeah.
400 and something meg.
But in that time that you're waiting for them to download,
Yeah.
you can do some body work. So first off, bulk up on carbs.
Yeah.
Build up a good fibre lining. Not fibre, fat.
Fat
And
lining.
get salt, oil and sugar all in the body.
All the necessaries.
And then by the time they're all downloaded, lots more weed.
Yeah.
Because you've done a lot of work, so you've sort of sobered yourself up a bit
That's a good idea.
by eating. Yeah, and then put it on. Playlist.
Good
Worst
plan.
Cooks. So you start off watching Worst Cooks.
Yeah.
And then let's see how many episodes there are actually.
I don't think there's that many. I think there's only about 8 a series.
Do you reckon?
Go on season 5, because that's the one we started watching. Very sad to hear Benji went. If you're listening, Benji, I hope you're doing better.
He was crushed. I was crushed. Right, so 280 hours per season.
280 hours?
Yeah.
No.
7 episodes, 40 minutes each.
Not 280 hours, 280 minutes.
Oh yeah, 280 minutes.
Which is about, 4 hours.
Yeah. No, it wouldn't be 280 hours, would it? Yeah.
That would be,
Big-
nearly 13 days
yeah.
of constant work, yeah.
Did you know that a billion... Hang on.
1 billion seconds
Yeah, go on, you say it. You say it.
is 100 years. 24 years.
A billion seconds...
60 years.
No. What it is a million seconds
Yeah.
is 0.031 year. So less than... wait, what is that in months? 30 months.
Right, so 1 million seconds.
Hang on. 1 million seconds.
This is a good fact.
Thank you. 1 million seconds is like 13 days.
1 million seconds.
11 days.
11 days, yeah, of course.
Right.
As I said.
1 billion seconds.
Probably a lot more than 11
31
days.
years.
31 years.
That's the difference between a million and a
In
billion.
a billion, that is a lot.
Yeah. So you've got 11 days
31
for a million, and
years.
31 years is a billion.
Fucking hell.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Difference between being a millionaire and a billionaire is a lot.
Yeah. If you're a billionaire,
You are sorted
give me
forever.
some of it. Give it.
Forever.
Yeah.
You could do anything you wanted as a
What-
billionaire.
What would you do if you were a billionaire?
Sit about.
I'd sit on it.
Yeah, I'll probably just buy TFC. Oh no, I already own it.
Oh, shit.
There's nothing I want to do in my life.
Yeah.
So just succeed it.
TLDPodcast.com is the
Yeah.
pinnacle. of
Already
achievement.
owned it.
Yeah.
Got the towers. Got the studios in several locations.
TFC Towers West Campus and
And
TFC Towers
East.
East Campus.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Do I have to pick a number?
Oh yeah, go on then.
3. Yes. Good number picking. Yes, thank you.
Right, this is a video. I'm gonna get
Ooh.
out my little speaker.
Hello.
Yeah.
Listeners at home, you'll love this.
Because I'm a bit of a sound guy.
You
I've got
are.
my own speaker with me so that the
Good grief, that's 7 foot tall.
Yeah, thank you.
How did you get that here and hide it so
It assembles.
It assembles. Click on.
Yeah.
Unwire.
If you've already seen the title of this, then
I haven't.
okay, good.
I'm looking you
Spoilers.
directly in the eyes.
Right, here you go. It's a video. This is a video.
I'm not going to look at the headline.
You can see it there.
I'm
really,
not looking at. I'm
really
looking
bold
at,
letters.
I'm looking at Dad's musical response.
Right. This
Yeah.
video is by Joel McHale,
Yeah.
The Soup.
And Community.
Yeah, but this is actually part of The Soup. This is on E. I found this on Dig. Let's watch it, and then when the title card comes up, we'll see what it is. This video is like 3 minutes long. I've watched the first 30 seconds or whatever, and the
Okay.
rest of it I've not watched. So
Nice shoes.
yeah, blue
Nice
and orange.
car.
This is a 1959 Ford Skyliner. It's got a convertible hardtop. It's painted flame red with colonial white, a 300 horsepower engine, and a 352 cubic inch V8. I'm Joel McHale, and this is Comedians in Cars Getting Cocaine. There he is.
That's Tony Hale, I think, isn't it? Is that his name?
Mr.
Who's this?
Tony Hale.
Yes,
Tony Hale, yeah.
from Arrested Development.
Yeah, Buster.
How are you?
He's so funny.
Wow.
He's in
Veep as
He's
well.
in Veep, yeah. I was just about to say.
Are you excited?
Yes.
Here we go.
Ah, what a sweet ride.
Yeah.
Cocaine!
Do you get a lot of cocaine around here?
I do. You wouldn't think in this neighborhood there is, but that's a coke house. That's a coke house. That is about a 90-year-old woman who might do coke.
Yeah, of
She
course.
does coke.
Oh, she does coke too? So
Just
tell me,
blurred
when
out.
did you move to New York?
I moved to New York in 1995. I was 25 years old. I was doing
It's
tango
got like a wooden ring.
in a
Yeah.
parking lot in the East Village.
It's quite cool.
Did
I'm
you
like,
afford cocaine?
no, I couldn't afford cocaine, so I would kind of do various services to get my cocaine.
Are you not really happy about some of that stuff?
I've kind of blocked the shame out by medicating with more cocaine. I swear to God.
So
I
deadpan.
would even say all these people right here have a very serious agenda to take this country down.
Yeah.
Chinese fire drill! Yeah!
What are they doing?
I don't know.
What the fuck?
Freedom! Yeah! Cool, man, stop it.
So you were on Arrested Development. What was that like?
Of all people, you can understand not wanting to be defined by a certain show. And anytime my name comes up, it's just Arrested Development. Don't you think there's a more global picture of me?
Well, I already did bring up the fact that you had an Emmy. We haven't talked about Veep yet, but we can start
I
talking.
don't know if we were shooting when that Emmy was mentioned, so I wonder if we could do that again.
Yeah, all right.
Could you run back through that?
Yeah, okay, Tony, you've got an Emmy.
Yes, I did.
Who are we meeting today?
Okay, this is Rico. Rico and I met probably about 2 years ago in this neighborhood.
Okay.
A really fantastic guy. Just a family guy. This is his business. He makes a good living at it. And he's become a good friend. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Okay.
So you guys shoot it in Baltimore, huh?
Yeah.
Why not DC?
I don't know. I love Baltimore. You know, and I love The Wire.
Is it cheaper to shoot in Baltimore?
I'm not paying this time.
What?
I'm not gonna pay.
What the fuck?
Would you Louise Dreyfus? Amazing! She's a creative genius!
Julie Louis-Dreyfus.
Okay, you find the weather, it gets I love it, but it gets really cold. Go! You have to shoot outside a lot? I can see how that was a what's it like to work with Mitch Hurwitz?
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic.
Wow. Good outro. That was genuinely really good.
I would watch that if that was the show.
Yeah,
Just
that
them
was a
going
series.
off and getting coke.
Yeah, that was really good.
Did it? So I couldn't keep it dead, but I don't know how many shots and takes they must have done.
Yeah, he must have circled around the same block
So
loads
many
of
times.
We could do it first time, though, professional.
Yeah, we're quite deadpan. Look, watch.
No, good deadpan there. No, yeah, you got it. Keep it going though. Bit of a weird grin at the end though. Lose that for deadpan. Lose the grin.
Pretty good at deadpan, me.
Yeah, I'm good at deadpan.
Go on.
Give me a topic and we'll
Yeah.
improv. We'll do deadpan improv.
Okay.
Or shall we get a random topic?
Yeah, get a random topic.
Right. I'll just Google random topic. New tab. There we go. Got it.
New tab. Controller.
I click the button.
Oh.
Yeah.
Lazy.
Nations with wars going. No, boring. 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 Getting a root canal. Right. I'm a dentist. You're a patient
Right.
getting a root canal.
Oh, okay.
Deadpan. Come in, please.
Hi there. I'm here to get my root canal done.
Well, I'm a dentist.
Excellent. I thought you were.
Yeah.
I booked the appointment. What's your name? My name's Stephen.
Joel.
Joel. Dr. Joel. Dr. Joel the dentist. Doesn't have a very dentisty ring to it. How old are you?
Me.
Yeah.
Sort of. Yeah. How old do you expect a dentist to be?
45.
Yeah.
That age, you bang on that.
Yeah.
Wow, how convenient. I don't know many 45-year-olds called Joel, but it's nice to meet you.
I was in what year was I born? 60s. In the 60s, Joel made experienced quite a boom in the 60s. Joel.
Because of
Billy Joel.
70s music star Billy Joel, yeah.
He was an up and comer though, so people had the right out, and they thought, being at your anyway. Rick,
I need to get the root
take a
canal.
seat. You just take a seat.
Right, I'll just pop myself in.
Yeah, I'll just get to my dentist tools.
Do you want me to lie back or sit straight?
You lie back, please. Very good, thank you. I'll do it from over here though, just to save that way. That way I don't have to sort of walk over to. Right.
Okay, that's fine.
Cool.
Just get this done. Hate dentists.
That's done now then. Done it.
Brilliant. Oh,
Yeah.
That's nice of you. That's
Well, I'm
quick.
really good at improv, so I don't have to mime it. I can just say I've done it, and then you'll know.
Oh yeah,
Via
I know it's
what I've
done
said.
now. I can feel it. Yeah, done.
How? Oh, you pretend to.
Yeah.
Which side did I do it on?
Right.
I know.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
So do I.
Good.
How much do I owe you for the dentistry?
Normal price.
Free NHS.
No.
I'm 10.
Shouldn't really be going in for a root canal when you're 10.
Well, I drink gallons and gallons of tropical Asda chosen by use fizzy pop every day.
Oh, okay. Scene. Just really good. That was deadpan as well. Successful deadpan.
That was one of my best deadpans, I think.
Was it? We should do that every episode.
Just do a deadpan.
Yeah. Shall we get the topic for next week?
Yeah.
Howard Stern's early life? No,
nothing
it's not.
like it
It's not
whatsoever.
that. No. Yeah, there we go. Comedians and cars getting cocaine. I've never watched comedians and cars getting coffee.
It's weirdly addictive. Like, when I first watched it, I hated it.
Why?
'Cause it just seemed all so pretentious.
Yeah, it sounds pretentious. Comedians and cars getting coffee.
Jerry Seinfeld, I think he is a literal billionaire. I don't know if he's a billionaire, I might have made that up. But he's got a hell of a lot of money.
It is.
Just driving around in ridiculously nice cars, picking up his other rich friends,
Yeah.
going to a ridiculously nice, posh-looking cafe and drinking ridiculously lovely-looking coffee and
Yeah.
going, well, we're so successful.
Yeah.
we're majorly successful and close personal friends.
What
It's
is that?
brilliant.
What do they talk about? Their careers.
Well, they talk about anything. Like, some episodes are quite career-based, some are just quite, like, really friendly. And they'll go and do something, usually, like go to the fair or go and sit down. Him and Jay Leno went and tried that cat shit coffee.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they both hated it.
Yeah, it's not meant to be very nice.
But, like, some of them were, really good.
Do you know that Jay Leno has never spent any of the money that he earned on the Tonight Show? Was it Tonight Show?
Yeah.
You knew that already,
He
did you?
talks about that in his one.
Whatever.
Like, if I don't spend it, then I have to be motivated to go out and earn money to spend.
So he's just saved all of it?
Yeah.
Ever?
He's like, used that as like, well, this was what I was worth then, but that's it. Now I've got to motivate myself to get up, keep working, keep being as good as I always have been.
So the money he lives off of and buys really
He's a big
expensive
car owner,
cars,
so,
yeah. That's all money from his stand-up career then?
Yeah, I'd imagine.
That's not TV money. That's stand-up
film,
money.
like film stuff he's done.
Yeah, that's
Maybe
possible,
whatever he earns now.
royalties, maybe. Still crazy, though.
He's still ridiculously rich.
Yeah. I'll get there one day.
Yeah, I'm nearly there.
I'm not as old as he is, though. So we are on the same level at the minute. He's not ahead of me because I'm 21. He's 70.
Yeah, he's 68 or 69 or 70 or...
How old he
61.
actually is.
I'm going to guess 68. Come on, 68. Come on, 68.
I will guess 64. Oh, and I'm right.
Oh,
Yeah.
close.
1950 he was born.
That's a long time ago.
Crazy face he's got.
Very weird face. Marketable face, though.
Yeah.
When you have something like that, you become known for that.
Yeah.
And your face then becomes everywhere, or people recognise it, and you become a very marketable person.
He could only be American. If you look
Yeah.
at his face, that smile and that hair and stuff, and that suit and tie.
Yeah,
You wouldn't say here's
guy,
the Foreign Affairs Minister from Sweden.
No. Would say what happened to him.
Yeah.
Was he in a crash?
Yeah. Especially there, circa, what was that,
Yeah.
do you think, 80s?
1985.
90s. Look at that chin.
It's a hell of a chin.
Speaking of comedians in cars getting X, I always thought that format was ripped off Robert Llewellyn.
His
the
carpool
British comedian.
show.
Yeah.
Does he
doesn't-
still do that?
I don't know or care. Because it's
'Cause
not
he did it for a
affiliated with
while.
TFC in any way.
And I listened to it. I think I watched a couple of episodes as well.
Yeah, I watched one or two. I watched one with Patrick Stewart.
And some of them are really good.
Yeah.
But I thought, this isn't ever going to take off.
And then Jerry Seinfeld did it.
And then I just stopped paying attention because I had other things to do.
Mm.
I think Jerry Seinfeld did it, and I was suddenly interested again.
But it just irked me a bit how everyone was like, that's such an original idea, Jerry Seinfeld said. That's so creative.
Who's the guy that does something in the back of his van?
In the back of Jerry Seinfeld's van?
No. We were talking about this the other day when I was talking about comedians in cars getting coffee.
Yeah.
I want to say it's Dwight Schrute.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
He does a show in the back of his van.
Yeah.
Is it any good?
I've only ever watched one episode with Serge Tankian, the lead singer of System of a Down. It was weird.
What a strange picture.
It was just one that popped up in my subscription feed. This is probably a year or two ago, though.
What's it called? I'll give it a watch.
I'm going to say it's called Pancake Rainbow. It's not. It's not.
Yeah.
But it's something similar-ish to... Soul Pancake is what it's called. I wasn't that far off. It's called Soul Pancake.
You got one word, right?
Let's Google that.
Pancake Rainbow is
Well,
rainbow is a bit of a weird choice as second word.
There might be a rainbow in the logo, but I thought a pancake rainbow is way off, and it wasn't, so... Win for me.
Doesn't seem to be a rainbow there, though.
Looks really trendy, doesn't it? I'm on the soulpancake.com website.
Yeah, it looks
That
like they
font-
would have...
That font is called Bebass. I use that sometimes. I'm a font guy, so I just know
Yeah.
fonts, you know. I'm cool like that, so whatever, deal with it.
Looks like the kind of website that would have its own merchandise.
Let's play a
I
video.
flew halfway around the world to get away from the man. And here he is, he shows up. Now what the heck is going on?
I'm Corbin Tice.
Who is this?
I've got 3 kids. This is Max, Owen.
That doesn't seem like it's going to be
Yeah, it
funny.
doesn't seem very good at all.
It seems like maybe he's signed other people into his network or something like that.
Yeah.
Like us.
Boo.
Something that we pioneered.
We did that first.
Yeah.
Just go on.
Who's this?
We talk about life's big questions and profound topics. And
There's
these are
Dwight Schrute.
deep questions. This is deep.
You have a great discomfort with that.
That's why I wanted to talk to you.
Yeah.
Is there such
This
a
is fun.
thing as an original idea?
This is great. Everyone was dancing with each other, and it was really
It does look ridiculously trendy.
Yeah, yeah.
There's
It's
nothing
really
like that
hipstery,
sense of completely
which is good for me.
Yeah.
Kind of hipster.
You don't have to find out you're dying to start living.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
that seems almost cringeworthy.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I feel like someone planted us here for this reason.
Destiny.
What's their most watched video?
Click here for more videos and to subscribe.
How do you find out then most?
Go videos.
Yeah.
Then go by most popular.
A pep talk from your 33 million. A pep talk from kid president to you. This is going to be insufferable, I can tell.
I think we all need a pep talk.
This is going to be like pushing a really liberal leaning agenda in some way.
The world needs to stop being boring. Yeah, boring is easy. Everybody can be boring, but you're gooder than that. Life is not a game, people. Life isn't a cereal either. Well, it is a cereal. And if life is a game, are we on the same team? I
No.
mean, really, right? I'm on your team, you're on my team. This is life, people. You got air coming through your nose. You got heartbeat. That means it's time to do something. A poem. 2 roads diverged in the woods, and I took the road less traveled. It hurt, man! Really bad. Rocks, thorns, and glass. My parts broke. Wah! Not cool, Robert Frost. But roads don't really work too fast. I won't be the one that leads.
Is this happening? What the fuck is going on?
Don't stop believing. Unless you dream stupid. Then you should get a better dream. I think that's how it goes. Get a better dream and keep going.
I'm not sure what we're watching at this
No,
point.
what is this? Shall I leave this on?
Yeah.
Well, we did quit. No, we retired. Yeah, yes, we retired. But before that, in high school, what if he quit when he didn't make the team? He would have never made Space Jam. And I love Space Jam.
Here's a healthy film.
It's out of your demo.
What would be your Space Jam?
When did it
What
come
would
out?
you do
96.
when
How old were you?
Awesome. Nothing.
Fuck you.
Sitting there why I'm talking to you today. This is your time. This is my time. This is our time.
This would be so much better if Gary Coleman was still alive and he was doing this,
Yeah.
Let's start acting like it. We got work.
rather than an actual small child.
Yeah.
We were made to be awesome. Let's get out there. I don't know.
Not very good at kicking a
everybody
football.
No.
I do know this. So everybody's good against the world and listen to things. So get to it. You just did a pep talk. Create something that would make the world awesome.
Check.
Done.
TLDR.
TLDR. What do we do after that?
That's it, you've peaked. For Gabby, yeah, it's insufferable.
Oh, hi, everybody. We're all working hard to make this an awesome year for other people. And you guys are doing it. You've been super encouraging to me, so I want to return the favor. So you know we need some encouragement. Pass this pep talk along, and let's get the whole world to dance. I'm dedicating this video today to my friend Gabby. She's a cool kid, she likes playing games, and she's fighting cancer.
Oh,
I knew it, I knew it.
And to all of you watching, some
What is it you liked about her?
Share
Kid
this
President?
video and let 'em
Is it
know.
a taste of
Get
music?
to it.
No, tokenism.
Bye.
Bye. You'll notice we've never endorsed a cancerous child. Tokenism.
it demeans them.
Yeah.
Are you less of a person because you are ill and unwell?
No.
No.
I won't treat you any differently. I mean, I will.
I mean, I'll look at you funny.
Yeah. But
What?
cancer.
What was that? What was the
No,
point
what
of
did
that?
you watch? What did he say there? I didn't really get
It
it.
was like, be fun and happy and not boring and have an awesome year.
I feel like he didn't say anything though.
No, there was nothing of
meaning.
real note.
That's really weird.
But I don't know if you noticed, he was a small black child wearing a suit, and it was pretty funny.
And he was the
he was-
president of this
yeah.
great country.
But how old was he? Because he wasn't an adult.
He was a kid. Kid president. Hashtag.
Well, I don't know if he knows the actual rules to being a president. You have to be over 35 years of age.
Do you really?
So, yeah.
Why?
And you have to have lived in America, owned property in America for at least 12 years.
What?
Yeah.
You have to have owned property in America for at least 12 years?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. It's one of the rules.
That rules me out though.
You have to be American as well.
Oh yeah, I'm already out of it.
Yeah. So we're not hitting any of the fronts there.
No.
Us and Kid President, we're not getting anywhere.
Disqualified. No.
But unlike him, we don't pretend to be president very
yeah, I've
often.
never said.
Only in sexual fantasies for ladies.
Yeah, I get people to call me POTUS.
Yeah.
Call me POTUS. What does that mean? President of the United States. Oh yeah. Works really well.
And
Yeah, I
have
didn't-
sex with them.
Yeah, and then have sex with them. Vaginally.
Yeah.
Or anally.
Anally. Or both.
Or both at the same time.
Same time. Balls in
Split
one.
the dick. Yeah, balls in one.
Cock in the other.
Cock in the other. Yeah, I didn't really get that. Black president.
I don't know why it got 33. What are some of the comments?
Let's have a look. It's got 200,000 likes and only 6,000 dislikes. Good morning, I'm taking the road to Awesome today. What are you up to? Any fun places for the weekend? This is, it feels like this is people who buy lots of self-help books on how to be happy.
Yeah.
People who think that just saying...
If someone sent me that video and I was feeling moody, or, just not generally very happy, not unhappy,
Yeah.
just, just plodding along with life. And they're
Yeah.
like, notice you've been a bit down in the office today. Have this.
Yeah.
And an email, office email.
I'm like, fuck off.
I'm like, what are you talking about, Sharon? What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah.
You don't know me.
It's also alright to have a day where you don't feel very
Yeah.
People,
Be awesome all of the time.
yeah, people get really obsessed with like, here are 7 simple steps to being happy.
All
It's like,
the time. You don't want to be happy all the time.
no,
Undermines happiness
just
concept.
live, if you just don't interfere with life,
What's going
it'll
on.
take care of itself.
Yeah, just roll with it.
Yeah, you'll be happy some days. It'll be alright. I mean, intervene to some extent.
Yeah, don't
If you
just sit
have
back.
like ambition, that's fine. Use that. But I mean, you don't have to like remember to breathe.
Yeah.
I don't see why you need to So you get a little kid president going.
Sometimes life
Remember to
will
be
just
happy.
sort out itself.
Yeah. Phil.
Tagline of the film.
Oh, is it? What is it?
TLDR.
The movie.
The movie.
Yeah.
It's just this.
This would be good.
This would be a good movie.
I've been saying for a while we should get a camera on this, on
let's
what's
do it.
happening here.
Let's see how much money I have in my bank. If it's over £4,000, we'll get one right now.
Well, can we just film on like? Oh no, I've got loads of kicks. Oh, it's embarrassing.
Oh,
There's a message.
awkward.
Can you just film on a phone? Would that be? Would that work?
I don't think we'd have enough space
Do you know
to
what I
film a
think?
2-hour video.
What if we? Yeah, I don't know. We'll think about it. I think we should get that going though.
Yeah.
I think by the time this is on video, 33 million views will be laughable.
Yeah, we'll spit in the face of that.
Yeah, kid president. Also, I don't like the tendency for sometimes some Americans sort of forgetting that the rest of the world exists and thinking that the world
It's only
is
America. Yeah.
Like, I saw someone post on Facebook, I can't remember what it was now, but it was like an infographic and it was like a map. And it was saying something like the most something cities in the world or something.
Yeah.
And the title said in the world. It was a map of the United States.
Just to be noticed, though.
Yeah.
So that's very American, isn't it?
Yeah.
They are the only thing that matters.
Not all Americans.
Not all Americans.
Not the ones listening. They're
No,
great.
nice Americans are nice.
Yeah.
Bad Americans are bad.
Yeah. Wow. Tell me more about the world.
Sometimes
Yeah.
people are bad.
Oh, this is good.
Sometimes people are not bad.
I really like this.
Yeah.
This is helping me out a lot.
Remember, sometimes people can be bad, but other times
Not bad.
not bad. See, you're picking it up already.
Yeah, I'm getting
You're getting there.
into it. Sometimes bad. Sometimes not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
There
took
we
me a
go.
minute, but
You got it in the end, that's all that
yeah,
matters.
Thanks. Cheers.
You tried hard, and that is the American way.
Yeah, just try. Try, put all your eggs in that basket. Your
Yeah.
happiness depends on succeeding.
And then if that
And if
falls
you
through,
don't succeed, at least you tried. You
yeah,
get a
we've
medal for that.
got a basket of like pills we can just give you if it all
Yeah.
goes wrong. So don't worry.
That's like the American life is that you're born, put in a
Yeah.
conveyor belt. Over here, you've got like a timeshare.
It's
And,
your only hope and dream.
yeah. And then over there, you've got a basket of pills with a
Yeah.
bow. So
And
like, if
then,
it doesn't work out, there you go.
as things crumble, the basket of pills moves closer towards you.
Yeah.
Kind of like that generation game where you've got to get him to the top of the mountain to win all the money.
Yeah, that's on Price is Right, I think.
Yeah, maybe.
The yodeler.
And then eventually, when it all crumbles, you just connect.
Yeah.
And then you just, like a
Keep
pig,
all the pills.
it's like a bucket of
There's a
pills, like
trough.
a literal bucket of pills.
Yeah.
Like a bargain bucket, but not as tasty.
Yeah.
And you just strap it to your head like a horse. And you just, like a feed bag, and you just sort of wear that around everywhere you go.
Yeah.
Just to let other people know, like the Nazis did with the Jews and the little stars that you had to sign on.
Yeah. Little Jude things.
Yeah.
Get on
You
those.
just strap your pills, and then everyone in your office knows that you're fucking mental and you've lost.
You've lost. Yeah, that's the one I was going to use.
You've lost.
You have lost.
And your life is at this point over.
I always think that when I go into like offices with middle-aged women working there and stuff like that. I catch myself. It's a terrible thing to think, but I always catch disclaimer for the microphone. But I always catch myself thinking like, I don't know if at any point you tried, but you didn't. You failed.
And you know you failed, and you know I know you
Yeah.
failed.
And the shame is numbed by whatever it is you're taking.
Yeah.
So you don't mind that I know, but I know.
I know.
It's all right. I do know. I've not failed yet.
Not yet.
We can both see I probably will.
Yeah,
But it's not
one
happened
day.
yet, has it? So
I've still got 20 years on you, love.
yeah, it's probably not a nice thing to think, but
No, I think exactly the same thing.
yeah, I think it's people who put all of their eggs in one basket,
Yeah.
as in thinking like, once I've got this really difficult to attain goal, then I'll allow myself to be relaxed and happy
jolly.
and stuff like that. And it turns out that requires loads of work, and they just don't have the energy.
I can always tell the truly miserable people in an office by the people who are ridiculously punctual and
Yeah,
ridiculously well dressed.
Yeah, and post-its
Yeah.
all up the thing.
It's very organised at work
Yeah.
because that's like the literal only thing they have in their life.
Yeah.
Like it's not even that
And
they're
they're lying to themselves.
They're
they
working
still
a
have
shit
ambition.
middle management job,
No.
but they go home and they do salsa in the evenings and they love it, and they get all the
Yeah.
girls around and they have a great time. They have a few
Yeah.
margaritas. This guy goes home and does nothing. He has lasagna for one.
Yeah, yeah.
Emmerdale.
He has a wife, but he still has lasagna for one.
Emmerdale.
That's not a
Midsummer
fulfilling
Murders,
relationship.
Bed,
Yeah,
and then just do it
just-
again. Maybe it's Touch of Frost on the next day, but then bed again.
Yeah, some sort of murder mystery
Yeah.
show that stopped filming in 2003.
He has the most routine life of any person.
Yeah.
Like slippers on, 9
Yeah.
o'clock, Coco, 9:30.
And nobody
See-
hates this fact more than him.
See who did the murder, up to bed, in bed by 10:05.
Yeah. Oh, made myself quite sad.
Yeah. Get up 6 a.m, maybe 7 a.m.
I always know that's never going to be me though, because I never find myself having fallen into a routine.
Of any kind.
Yeah, it's sort of not really a good thing.
No.
Because I'll be like, sometimes I'll be doing something, and I'll be working out like when to have breakfast and whether to have lunch now or should I have a coffee now and what my energy levels will be
Yeah.
like and stuff like that. And I always think like, other people do this by routine. And this is like my something thousandth day
Yeah.
alive, and I still haven't
Just not
put
doing
aside
any
the time
routine.
to plan.
No.
This is still, I'm still treating this as if it's
Jumping
new to
along.
me.
Day 4 and you've not quite settled in, but
It's like, I've been doing this for decades and I still haven't like
sorted it out
ever
properly.
thought about some of these things.
Like you've been given a pile of clothes and you just wear through them. One,
Yeah,
you never sort them
exactly.
into t-shirt, jeans. You just go trousers on.
I just haven't had the time yet. I've been meaning to since 14. But I haven't
Yeah,
had the time
that was
to
only
get through
7
the pile
years
of
ago.
clothes.
Can't expect you to do everything in 7 years.
No. And on the 7th year, he rested.
He rested.
Yes, I will, thank you. Thank you very much.
Seven.
It's always the 7th year if you count back 7.
About 7.
Next year, I'll count and just start from 15.
7.
It'll be the 7th
Yeah.
year. Rest.
Rest.
Thank you.
It's what the Bible says.
Yeah. Can't really do anything about it because it is the word of
It's
God.
the word of God.
And JJ.
Who am I to question JJ and the big G?
That'd be blasphemy.
And do I look like a blasphemer?
No,
Thank you.
no problem. What's going on?
We watched Kid President
Right,
for some reason. We were talking
Why?
about comedians in cars getting cocaine
Gotcha.
and comedians in cars getting coffee.
And then Soul Pancake.
And then you mentioned Carpool with Robert Llewellyn,
Yeah.
who played Crichton on Red Dwarf.
Yeah.
And then we went on to Soul Pancake because Dwight Schrute does chatting in the back of his van.
Yeah, but it turns out that's not the Soul.
Yeah, Soul Pancake is just seemingly a media company,
Yeah. Yeah.
and he's on it.
Yeah.
He might own it.
I thought he did. You know, I'm going to look it up. I don't know his actual name, just Dwight Schrute. I'll know it when it comes up.
Rainn Wilson.
Ray Wilson, yeah.
Boom, Rain with 2 N's.
2 ends. Both at the end as well. Seems redundant, really. A media company that provides various platforms to explore big think topics such as spirituality, religion, creativity, arts and philosophy. Created by Rainn Wilson, Devon Gundry and Joshua Homnick.
Who don't have Wikipedia, so they've never been Dwight Schrute.
Yeah. They've
Dwight K.
lost.
Schrute.
They've lost.
Yeah, they have.
They have lost. Do you have a Wikipedia?
Yeah,
Let's look you up.
Matthew Wright.
Oh shit, that's not Wikipedia. Matthew _ Silent W Wright.
Yeah.
There you go, Matthew Wright, born Alexander Matthew Wright in 1965 in Surrey, yeah?
Yeah.
An English television presenter and tabloid journalist. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, Matthew
Yeah.
Wright, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. The Wright stuff he hosts.
Yeah, I did, yeah. For a while.
How long for?
No, I still do it to present.
Oh, yeah. Wait, no, it says it's now hosted by Richard Madeley. How can someone not called Wright host the Wright
I
stuff?
thought Richard Madeley was dead.
Who? I can't remember who he is.
Oh,
yeah,
Richard and Judy.
That's-
Richard
yeah.
and Judy, Richard.
Oh, we're going through the British celebs this episode.
Yeah, Matthew
Where does
Wright's
Tina Barrett fit into this? She's my third tier British celebrity. Do you not know who she's on about?
I don't think
Tina
so.
from S Club.
I do know Tina now. I didn't know her name was Tina Barrett.
Yeah, she tried out for a solo career. Do you want to listen to one?
Yes, please.
Do you reckon we'll get, flagged?
37 now, Jesus.
Oh,
Maybe turn it down.
59,000 views. Oh no, that's not really good.
What's that? He looks like an uglier version of Jonah Hill.
Yeah, I was just thinking that exact same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, not
No.
great. How many views?
59,000.
Oh, probably sold a lot though.
Nah. I'll see how this sold before we get sued.
Some of them are still doing S Club, aren't they?
Are they?
But there's only 3 of them.
What?
Still bothering with it. They go and do like uni fresher events and stuff.
What? Which ones are still on then? Let's have a look.
You got S Club 3, S Club 4.
Oh, right. Yeah. Members, Tina Barrett, Paul Cottermole, Bradley McIntosh and Joe. Paul, Bradley and Joe and Tina are still in S Club.
Still going.
What?
I don't think they're producing new material.
Oh my god, look at Paul! He looks like he works in IT.
He looks like he's gained about 7 stone.
Oh no. He used to be like really svelte and thin. Now he literally looks like the person who'd come and restart your Windows.
Have you turned it off and on again?
Oh, that's
He
terrible.
does look like Roy out of
Yeah. Only not as sassy. Let's look at Bradley, the token black. That picture I was from like 10 years ago.
He's still only 32.
What?
When he was in it. When did S Club start?
1999.
He'll be 18.
What? That's crazy to me because when when S Club 7 started, to me it seemed like adults.
Yeah.
But I suppose to
Like a 7, 8
people
year
then,
old
it'd
kid.
be like, yeah, but to people back then who were like our age, it'd be like One Direction.
Yeah.
It'd be like a band of kids.
Yeah, absolutely.
But to us it was adults.
Yeah.
That's bizarre. Little kids must look at One Direction and think,
See them as
group of
adults,
men.
like grown men. Yeah.
It's weird.
That's crazy.
Wow. Just high enough.
Yeah.
I just noticed.
Just ticking the box. That's on Bradley McIntosh's Wikipedia page.
His nickname is City Boy Soul.
I don't think it is.
No, has anyone ever called you that, Bradley? Well, he's not taken off yet.
No, but I've got it on the back of my phone case, so... What's he doing with himself these days?
Oh, after a real.
What are any of them doing with themselves, other than S Club 3?
2009 to present. Nothing since 2009, I think. Oh no. He's appeared on other people's
Oh, he did an album.
Like...
He did a single, didn't chart, 2011. He did one 2006, did chart, 35. So yeah, he's going from strength to strength.
What do you have to sell in order to chart? Like 50 copies.
I don't know, the chart is big though, isn't it? It goes to like 100.
Yeah.
And so songs stay in the top 100 for years. Like I bet if you look at the top 100 now, like 90 to 100 will be songs from about 6 months ago.
Yeah, definitely. Let's actually have a look at the UK chart. Is this even it? Official UK chart, yeah.
19th of July. Go right to the
top
bottom.
3 though. Oh, here we go. Number 100. Stevie
Superstition
Wonder.
by Stevie Wonder.
Get Lucky.
Get Lucky,
by
Jolene,
98. Oops.
Love Me Again. All these songs that came out years ago.
Justin Timberlake.
Raw by Katy Perry.
Yeah. Blurred Lines.
You know, Hey Brother.
Nero. Sail by AWOL Nation.
Let It Go. Passengers. You know, Demons. Yeah, all these songs have just been around for ages.
Yeah, a long time.
And are now used in adverts and people buy like 100 a week maybe.
That's what it is, I think.
It just keeps their sales ticking along.
Yeah. Let's close that now. Shall I close the Wikipedia for us?
Yeah.
Or do you want to find out anything about them?
No, I think I'm good. Remember when she was racist on Big Brother?
Who was
The
it?
blonde one, Joe O'Meara.
Joe, yeah.
With Jay Goody, rest her soul.
Yeah.
And Danielle Lloyd.
I can't remember who Danielle Lloyd is.
She's a model.
Wasn't there someone in our school called Danielle Lloyd?
Maybe.
Oh no, her name wasn't Lloyd. I'm thinking of 2 different people.
Yeah, one with the surname Lloyd.
And one with the first name Danielle.
Danielle, yeah.
Quite similar though, so I was right.
Yeah, right in essence.
Yeah. Right, I'm closing Tina Barrett.
See you later, Tina.
We need to somehow pull ourselves out of this hole we're falling down.
The internet hole.
This is what happens if you don't digest the internet thoroughly. You will get lost. Right, turn off random topic generator. We've done really good.
We've done improv.
Pick another
About
number.
an hour ago. I've already done 3 and 4, haven't I? So I'll have number 1, please.
This is a study.
Right.
This is on conversation.com, and this is a study that someone's done on magic mushrooms, psilocybin, as I like to call them myself.
Psilocybin mushrooms.
Yeah. Oh, do you call them that as well?
Yeah.
Heavy user.
Yeah, I'm big user of shrooms.
So,
A guy, let's just say I know,
Yeah.
who was like, when I move into my house next year, I'm going to get about 3 kilos of shrooms. Can I put you down for £1? I was like, what am I going to do with £1 of magic mushrooms? So I just sling them on, make a bit of money. So who do I know that I'm going to just go, do you want some magic mushrooms? I'm not going to stand
no
outside
week
my
later, do you want
house.
some again?
Do you want a pound's worth?
How do you sell drugs? How do you do that?
Well, it depends. If we were to start a little drug den in Studio B,
Yes.
you'd have to have a reputation as being very, tough, etc., or well armed,
Check.
security, etc.
Tick.
Because if we sold out of the house,
Yeah.
then people would, bombard the studio, come to the
Wouldn't
studio,
happen.
break the doors down when nobody's about, etc., watch it.
Wouldn't happen.
So you have to get a network. The question is, where do you get a network? You need to know people.
This isn't the answer I was expecting. I'm riveted. This is great.
You need to know people who put a word in
Yeah.
and say, oh, yeah, I haven't got any at the minute, but my friend has. Here's his number. You need to get your number about. You need to go to bars, clubs, etc.
Conventions. No, networking.
If it's weed, a lot of people will want it. If you look in sniffs and pills,
Yeah.
then you're going to go to clubs and say, do you need anything? I've got, so, here's my number if you need anything in the future. And you target young social people.
Oh, you're a drug dealer?
No.
I didn't realise you were.
You target young social people
Yeah.
who'll be in a drug-using environment often,
Yeah.
who'll share your
Number.
about. So universities, clubs, etc., big partying scenes are good for that.
Now, how much?
And then
Yeah.
you note that you're located, where you're located, rough area, and whether you'll deliver.
Mm-hmm.
Or a designated meeting spot that you would go to.
Right. Off the top of your head, was that? Off the top of your head?
Often,
Yeah.
you would find it easier to use a car
Oh, yeah.
because then you're not having a face-to-face meeting. You take money in, hand drugs out, and you can drive. So if anything goes wrong, you can always drive.
Mm-hmm.
If it's a police, you can drive. If it's somebody armed, you can drive.
Tinted windows. Bullet resistant.
But you want them to know as little about you as possible, really.
Yeah.
So that if
Just shout back, don't look at my number plate.
if it goes to the wrong people,
Yeah.
that information, then they know little about you. Yeah, that's just what I'd do.
Yeah, that's your yeah.
So if I ever thought about doing that, I mean, I
Have
don't.
you ever thought about it?
Yeah, I've thought about it all the time. But
So it doesn't sound like you have.
when I was on holiday, I was in a bar and I was drinking that night.
Yeah.
Because I went out twice and I didn't drink one night and I drank the other.
Yeah.
And I bumped into this Irish guy, never knew him before. He looked about 17. And for about 45 minutes he tried to sell me cocaine.
Really?
And because I was just drunk enough, I was either completely sober and he was smashed, or I was a tiny bit drunk and he was really, really drunk.
Yeah.
So I just thought it would be hilarious to pretend I'm massively interested.
So you just led him along for 45 minutes.
He's just like, oh, where are you based? Oh, we're at this one. Take my number down and this and that. How much would you want? And, try all your bar and this. And I was like, well, do you know anybody that's, done it before? I want guarantees it's good and this. And we scheduled a meeting. And yeah. He's like,
What did you say? He's like, oh, I don't have any money.
no, I was like, well, I don't have any money on me now. Like, I've spent it up because I'm drinking tonight, but I'm really up for it tomorrow. I'm really big into the sniff game. And he's like, yeah, you need to come. He was Irish. He's like, oh, yeah, you need to come here.
Mm.
And I was like, great, what's your name? I'll come and say I'm a guest of yours, etc. Or I'll meet you in the lobby.
What was it, Colin?
He's like, Sean.
Yeah.
He's like, come in about 1 PM. I was like, well, if I'm up. And he was like, I'll meet you out there in the lobby and we could do the deal in the room and it's this much for this amount. And I was like,
Did that happen?
no, I didn't go.
Just yeah.
I had no intention of ever going.
Right, yeah. Good. I was just trying to get the story.
I was just wasting his time.
Yeah.
For my amusement.
That's quite funny. Quite a fun thing to do. I do that sometimes.
Yeah. Nice guy though. Very skinny.
Sean.
I also got in a fight that evening.
With who?
I'm not sure, I was very drunk. But I think I interfered in a fight. Like trying to defend some bloke.
There was already a fight going on.
Who was just losing. And I was just like, wait, go. And then this guy was bleeding.
Yeah.
And I remember he got some blood on my hand and I just wiped it on my face.
Why?
Like
Like a wrestler.
Like warrior wrestler kind of thing. And I was like, I must have been smashed to just be like,
Someone else's blood all over.
I'm with you.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's funny.
That's cool, good.
I think his name was Jason. If you're listening, Jason, I hope you're okay, buddy.
He's listening.
Yeah.
Right. Here we go, theconversation.com.
Psilocybin mushrooms.
This is my favourite website, this is my favourite drug. Never taken it, personally. But they've done a study, and they've found out roughly how psilocybin affects your brains. I was about to say brains, but that's not quite as scientific.
Brains.
Robin Carhart Harris wrote this article, and he was the lead researcher. The name of it is Magic Mushrooms Expand Your Mind and Amplify Your Brain's Dreaming States, and here's how. You've done mushrooms, haven't you?
Yeah, like once. They were like, I think they were more. I think they were truffles. I don't know if they were actually
right.
psilocybin mushrooms.
From Amsterdam.
Yeah, I think they were banned mushrooms before I went, but they sold like truffles as a alternative.
What? So what's the difference? What are the truffles?
I'm not sure.
Do they have that same sort of...
They're just basically a different fungus. Like mushrooms are here and truffles are like here, in the psychedelic tree.
Yeah. So they are still psychedelic drugs.
Yeah.
This article seems to be more about psychedelics in general. I've really highlighted the shit out of this and made a lot of notes that I don't think I'll be using.
No, go ahead.
Can't be bothered. Right. I'm going to read this out from the article. They discovered 2 key things, Matt.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's something we didn't do at the episode. Hi, Matt.
All right, Phil.
They discovered 2 key things: that psilocybin increased the amplitude or volume of activity in regions in the brain that are reliably activated during dream sleep and form part of the brain's ancient emotion system, and that psychedelics facilitate a state of expanded consciousness, meaning that the breadth of associations made by the brain and the ease by which they are visited is enhanced under the drugs. And then it sort of boils that down and says here, while activity became louder in the emotion system, it became disjointed and therefore quieter in the ego system. This appears to support the principle that psychedelic states rest on disorganized activity in the ego system, permitting disinhibited activity in the emotion system, and such an effect may explain why psychedelics have been considered useful facilitators in certain forms of psychotherapy. So basically, it's saying that they think that psychedelic drugs turn off your ego in your brain,
Yeah.
and therefore everything else just sort of comes forward.
Bubbles to the surface.
Yeah. And that's what psychedelic means. It means, I think delic comes from like bringing something forward, manifesting.
Yeah.
And psyche is like, mind, soul, whatever.
Well, I've not properly dabbled in psychedelic drugs. I don't.
Marijuana's psychedelic, so.
Okay, then I've dabbled
Aha!
heavily, but you mean your traditional?
Like LSD.
Yeah.
I've not.
And acid and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I would like to, but I don't know why I would like to, if that makes sense. I don't know if I want to do it to say I've done it, or to gain something from the experience. Because I feel like they're drugs that you gain something from.
Yeah,
like proper trips.
I imagine they can be. I imagine they can be really learning experiences.
Yeah. And
I also imagine they could just be like...
Yeah, I imagine they could be like an episode of My Little Pony. But if you go into it wanting to say you've just done it, I don't think you'll gain as much as if you're willing to do it to learn something about yourself or about other things or whatever.
Yeah.
And you want to do it in the right environment and stuff. So one of the things I'd really want to plan out and do, like just do a big shroom trip somewhere comfortable on a blanket somewhere.
Yeah, with people who've done mushrooms, preferably. I would like to do that, and I also would like to just take them and then like go for a walk or something, with no real agenda, just to sort of.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. Is like being in a comfortable area, whether that's in your room with people you know, or in a field, or by the sea, or whatever it is. I feel nature is one of the things that, with drugs like that, could be amazing. Yeah,
definitely.
But like almost and stuff. Like mind blowing. Like I did, like it's like a chemical. It's not even a real drug, but it was sort of like a hallucinogenic ecstasy type thing. Yeah. And I went outside, and it was all like the vision was like blurry. It was just so vivid and intense. I was just like, no, I'm going to go back inside now. Sit down.
And that was, what was that, like a test?
Yeah, it was
A
like
trial drug or
yeah,
something?
like a research chemical.
Yeah.
Like, it was really fun, but like, more the just woo side of it. Because I like drugs where I can sit down and lie down and...
Yeah, you
just-
said that before, yeah. That's, your sort of drug is a drug that facilitates napping, sitting around.
It's like a high, but like a down high. Like, weed is the best, because you can just smoke it up and then just literally lie down.
And watch Worst Cooked in America.
Yeah, but it still have like really vivid, like, not visions, but like whatever you're looking at, experiences, and thoughts.
Yeah.
And the same with like pure MDMA. Like, most people think of it as like a party drug, but you can take it and just sort of lounge around and just feel very
Yeah.
high, not like bodily high.
I imagine that'd be good to do with mushrooms.
Yeah, sort of
Just have a
sit
sit down, yeah.
somewhere nice, something good to look at.
Or even with just your everyday sounds and sights. Because even when you get really high on weed,
Yeah.
like, it can be really, really high and you can be outside somewhere or something. And
Yeah,
just
just function.
Yeah, and just the sounds that you hear in the background, like dogs barking and gates open and stuff like that, can be like musical almost. Like, they'll fit together.
Well,
in a
you
pattern.
you seem to take in or notice so much more.
Yeah.
When you
notice more
under
patterns.
the influence. Yeah, like music. I think music's always the prime example. Like,
Yeah.
It's only quite recently that I've sort of properly enjoyed being high and listening to music. And like, I know nothing about music chords or even what instruments playing most of the time.
Yeah.
But like, you pick up like beats and rhythms and riffs and like you follow it throughout a song.
Yeah.
And it's just like, wow, you can feel it like going through you.
Yeah.
And
Get
it-
more.
Yeah, you just get more from it, and it's like that with everything. But things like birds, you don't really take.
What
you don't
about
really-
birds?
Birds, like if you're outside, you wouldn't really take
Oh, right.
birds for
Yeah, but-
anything on a normal day.
No,
But when you're high,
yeah.
wow.
Like bird song, for example, you could like appreciate the actual melody of the bird song, whatever. And when you're sober,
Yeah,
even if that thought did enter your head, you'd dismiss it as being silly.
yeah, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
I've got more important things to think about.
Yeah, I'm not a child.
What about the stocks and shares?
Yeah, stocks and shit. All my money's tied up in real estate at the minute.
Frozen concentrate orange juice. That's all in.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm in Guam.
Guam.
All my money in Guam.
Yeah.
I thought
Good place to be.
since that's my go-to humorous country, I might as well tie up all my funds in there.
We should do a TFC tour to Guam.
Yeah, right. Just tour Guam.
Yeah, I think actually Blumq has gone out.
Cody Blomqvist.
Yeah, he's
what is he? A sound technician or something like that?
Yeah.
He works for us. That's
Yeah,
what he does, that guy.
he's taking his vacation days this year.
in Guam.
Well, he said he's going away, so I can only presume he's going to
Pretty
Guam.
Guam.
Hopefully he'll, just post something on Facebook or something, just say what he's been up to.
He's
How
probably
late
will,
today. Next couple of hours, hopefully, just so everyone can check in on him, make sure he's
I
fine.
imagine he'll come online, you'll go offline at the same time. And when he goes off, you'll come back on.
Well, if one of us has our phone on, then
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
maybe not, but
Yeah.
you never know, do you?
Let's jump back into discussion about psychedelics because I made a note here about Didn't that was a good segue? That was very radio because it sounded like we just edited it.
Yeah.
But no, this is
It's
live,
natural,
unedited.
natural convo.
Which is naturally really good at podcasts because we've done so many.
We probably have done a ridiculous amount at this point.
Yeah, we will have done loads. I don't know how many. Altogether, probably about 1 billion listens by now.
Yeah. Well, it's a couple of cool mil per epi.
Per epi, it's a couple of cool mil, yeah.
And we make a couple of cool mil.
Let's have a look at stats.
Well,
We'll just do this now.
yeah, on air.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Can you
pretty
think of a
good.
reason why not?
Oh, many.
3,000 video views on YouTube in
Yeah.
the last hour.
Yes.
So that's good.
That is very good.
Anyway, I've written as a note here about a guy called Alan Watts. It's one of my fave authors.
Yeah. Any relation to Reggie Watts?
Yeah.
Yes.
They are related.
Yes.
Alan Watts, though, is like white and he's from London.
Right, okay.
Went to boarding school, so it's a really, really posh English accent.
Yeah.
But Reggie Watts, more black American.
Tall black American, yeah.
But they are related, yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
is the answer.
Phew.
Alan Watts went to the East, went to the Orient to learn about Hinduism, Buddhism and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Became a Zen Buddhist and then came back to England and translated Vedic text and shit like that to Western audiences. And no, he didn't come to England actually. He came to America and got himself a house in like California or something.
Basically, the shitter England.
Yeah, not as good as England. And he was friends with like Timothy Leary and
Really?
Aldous Huxley and all sorts of people.
So we're talking like
Joseph Campbell,
quite a while ago.
like 60s.
Yeah.
Dead now.
Yeah. They all
Because he
are.
wasn't a Christian, so he was smited.
Right.
He was a priest though at one point. He was literally a Christian priest. But anyway, he wrote a paper after taking, I think, mushrooms or maybe LSD, and he wrote about the psychedelic experience. And I thought this is a good. The paper that he wrote is called "Psychedelics and Religious Experience" by Alan Watts. You can just Google that.
Yeah.
I thought this was really well articulated because he's already a philosopher, so he already has that sort of language. And
Yeah,
he's just
he can
very good with words and stuff like that. I
convey.
was gonna read out a big chunk of it, but I'm not going to. But anyway, he
Post
says,
it along with the
I will do with the
episode.
in the YouTube description in the TLCpodcast.com post. But he says his observations say that there are a few different characteristics of psychedelic experiences. I think he says 4 dominant characteristics. The first characteristic is a slowing down of time, a concentration on the present. One's normally compulsive concern for the future decreases, and one becomes aware of the enormous importance and interest of what's happening at the moment.
Yeah.
Other people going about their business on the street seem to be slightly crazy, failing to realise that the whole point of life is to be fully aware of it as it happens.
Yeah, that's very true. Time seems to go so slowly.
Yeah, like we can.
But like you don't hate it.
No, it's fine. It's
You're
a
like,
good thing.
wow, it's only been 4 minutes because your mind has just thought in depth about so many things in that time.
It can throw off the rhythm of conversations.
Yeah.
Especially if you get really, really high. I can talk to somebody and like it feels like there's been a huge pause between what's been said,
been a
but in
couple of
reality
seconds.
there's not. And for a minute I think like, is this awkward? What's happened? And then, oh no, wait a minute.
I remember vividly, like when I did that hallucinogenic high thing.
Yeah.
I went outside.
Yeah.
When I said I went outside, I didn't have any shoes on,
Yeah.
and I didn't have my card to get back in the building. And the people I was with, they just got caught up in the lobby
Oh no.
and didn't come out for like probably about 5 to 10 seconds.
Losers.
And so I felt like it had been, 10, 15 minutes easy.
Yeah.
And I was panicking, like, how am I going to get back in the building? I'm high as balls. I'm going to have to go and ask somebody. I'm not wearing any shoes.
Yeah.
This
They'll
is
know.
all just going on. And they just come and like, oh, thank God you came. And they were like, we've only been like 5 or 10 seconds. And I was like, shit.
It's really weird, yeah.
Because your mind just thinks about things in such depth. And like visually you become aware of so much more. Like
Yeah.
you just look and you can notice so much more and everything's much more vibrant.
Yeah.
And, like alive. It seems alive. Like
You
can
actually,
see things.
I know this is true with marijuana. I think it's true with other psychedelics. You actually think of things using different neural pathways that you wouldn't usually use. So everything seems foreign but still familiar.
Yeah.
So like you can look at a room, for example, and it'll seem like a different room, but the layout is exactly the same.
Yeah.
It looks exactly the same, but it just for some reason it's a different
And it
place.
is that whole concept of things. Like if you move around a room,
Yeah.
like if I now went and sat by the window,
Yeah.
I'd still, I'd know exactly what it looks like.
Yeah.
But if you're high, tripping, whatever it is, and you move, like, you see so much more from a different... It's very weird.
Yeah,
it's hard
yeah.
to describe.
It's
but-
like you appreciate everything you see as its own sort of image and its own thing.
you take very little for granted,
Yeah.
I think, is a
Yeah.
big thing. You're just like, wow, everything is amazing.
It's almost like being a kid again.
Yeah.
Because I feel like when I was a kid, all of my senses came together to like the Transformers or like a rainbow or something like that to create this extra sense that was like really textured and rich and deep and detailed and stuff like that. Because when I watch cartoons that I've not watched since I was like 3 or whatever, or like something like that,
Yeah.
there will be a certain quality to the memory that's like it has a certain texture to it that normal
Yeah,
life
I know
doesn't
what you
seem
mean.
to have. Like sounds will have a sort of real feeling to them, and like
Yeah.
the colours will really be significant and mean something.
It's
It's almost
all
psychedelic.
just means a lot more.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think.
And that's the same thing. I feel like that's the psychedelic experience is just like that childhood experience of like everything being really significant and meaningful and novel and new.
And
Novelty
it is that sort of joyous wonder that I always get. Like, I've never had the bad side of it. I've never had like, you know, people say all sorts of things. But
I've had like paranoia.
Yeah, like paranoia when you're in an uncomfortable place. But if you just sit, for like we sat here and just blazed, then you just be very, very comfortable.
Yeah.
And very, very happy. But it's you couldn't do that forever, obviously. But it's something you could happily do a lot.
Yeah.
I think that, I don't know if that worries me.
Well, I think you have to be in the right, you have to have the right mental health to do it. And if you do, then there's nothing particularly wrong with it. Like, if you're the sort of person who just ignores your problems, then yeah, weed can really destroy your ambition.
Yeah.
But if you're not that sort of person, then weed will probably give you more ambition because it'll make you introspective. It'll make you, you know, sensitive to the fact that, oh, I've not done anything in a week.
Yeah, get up and do something.
Yeah. It reinforces that sense of like moral compunction to do stuff without manifesting as guilt. It's more just like you notice things.
But I think hallucinogens, for years have been used in like therapy and various parts of the army have used them at points and all. And I think there's probably a lot to be said. There's recently a lot of talk about MDMA in
PTSD.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, post-traumatic stress disorder. Yeah. Saying it can be very, very useful. And I think it's something you should definitely look into.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know why you wouldn't.
But under the supervision
I'm
of
not saying
trained
if feeling depressed, go and do some Mandy.
No,
but
I'm not even giving a disclaimer. I just think that I can imagine having like PTSD or whatever, and then just taking some ecstasy on your own in your bedroom.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know what's going to happen there. You might just
it might hit
some
you
sort
one
of
or two
thought
ways.
might happen, and there's no friend there to say, you know, you don't want to focus on that.
That's the thing about all drugs. I think, like, I would never do a drug I've never done on my own.
No, it's like you need a spotter.
Yeah.
You need someone to say, no, your face is not on fire. It's okay.
Yeah. Like, your teeth aren't falling out.
Yeah. No, you will sober up. No, we definitely won't. I'm going to be high forever. No.
No, you just go to sleep.
No, I can tell. No, I won't. I know.
Yeah.
You'll be alright. The guy who like invented LSD, he didn't know that the high was going to stop because no one had ever
done it. Yeah.
Well, people had in other cultures, but not like in the West. Like, no one knew about it, sort of thing. So he just taken, and he took a huge dose as well because LSD you have to take a tiny amount.
Yeah.
But he took
terrifying.
Took like a fucking teaspoon or whatever, and so he went out on his bike and rode his bike and like thought that he was riding it in the air. And like, he just thought he'd gone crazy. He thought, right, I've ruined my brain. I'm mental now. He didn't realise it was a high.
You'll have a condom.
Yeah. But then he was like in bed for like a week with his wife, giving him milk. For some reason, I don't know. That's how Duncan
must have taken a huge amount though.
Yeah, because you wouldn't have known that tiny.
If you think, you only need a literal tiny amount.
I don't know why he took it either. I don't know what he was making. I think he was making floor polish. And then he thought, I'll drink some of this.
I'll just have a little shot.
Yeah.
Just get me through the day.
Do you want to hear Alan Watts' second characteristic of psychedelic drugs? The second characteristic I will call awareness of polarity. This is the vivid realisation that states, things and events that we ordinarily call opposite are interdependent, like back and front or the poles of a magnet. By polar awareness, one sees that things which are explicitly different are implicitly one. Self and other, subject and object, left and right, male and female, and then a little more surprisingly, solid and space, figure and background, pulse and interval, saints and sinners, police and criminals, in-groups and out-groups.
Yeah.
Each is definable only in terms of the other, and they go together transactionally, like buying and selling, for there is no sale without a purchase, and no purchase without sale. And he's saying that this is a sense and a realisation that comes intuitively with...
It's the old Heraclitus' unity and opposites. So things that you consider to be complete opposites are one, but they're never at the same place at the same time.
Oh, is that Heraclitus?
Yeah, so like saying being asleep and being awake.
They're part of the same thing.
They're part of the same thing, but they're never in the same place at the same... You can never be asleep and be awake.
Yeah.
So you're asleep here. And
just like you can never have north and south at the same time.
But it's the opposites, but there's unity in them because it's on the same loop.
I listen to I've listened to a lot of Alan Watts' talks because they're all available on the internet for free.
Yeah.
And he's
Like all good things, TLDR included.
Oh yeah, iTunes. And he's really he's dead. But he was, when he was alive, he was very like charismatic and stuff. And he'd make jokes, so it was just entertaining.
Good speaker.
Yeah, and he gave a talk where he talked about polarity because he's really into that, because that's a big thing in Hinduism, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And he gave a really good illustration of it where he said, imagine you have a magnet and you have a North Pole and a South Pole, and you snap the North Pole off to get rid of it, but you can't because you've just created another North Pole.
North Pole.
So you can never get rid of...
It's like ripping the top of the paper.
Yeah.
Makes another top of the paper.
Yeah. Or,
That's true.
You know, other similar examples.
Eating a strawberry lace.
Yeah.
Eating in half. There's no...
To get rid of the left half, you create a new left half.
Yeah.
Because the only reason it's left, it's a convention of language. Because you could have... It's like there are tribes who only count to a certain number. If your language doesn't have a word for left and right, you would see it as one thing. But because you see it as left and right, you're artificially breaking up into two things. Whereas
as soon as the left goes, your mind centres over.
Yeah.
So the left is now the middle.
Which, when you take that to its logical conclusion, it means that we're all one and
infinite regress
underneath God, though. He's more one. He's the most one. He doesn't have an opposite. No. he's
devil
above us. Not as powerful though.
Yeah, no.
It's not really.
I don't really know why the devil exists.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a bit of... It's poor storytelling. I don't think that would happen anymore. I think that'd be a tighter story.
They'll tie that up
these days. Yeah.
Because his
origin story is... It doesn't really fit, you know.
Yeah, sent away, and he is opposite to God, but not quite as strong, and God can stop him at any time he wants.
Yeah.
But it just doesn't.
I don't think he is supposed to be the opposite of God, though.
No, but like in the traditional good evil sense.
Yeah.
But you don't have good without evil, so...
Because God is omnipotent, devil isn't.
Yeah,
God is omniscient, devil isn't.
But he's just on a different level to you and I. But God's above it and doesn't really do anything about it.
Yeah.
It's like when the last Pope covered up sexual abuse in the Catholic Church by just moving them about.
Yeah.
He might have been all good, might have been God's representative, but people below him were bad. He didn't really do anything about it when he could have. He just went there.
So really, what that actually means is that God would let it
children.
Yeah, God rapes children. Yeah. Do you want to hear Alan Watts' third characteristic?
Yes.
3rd out of 4. The third characteristic of psychedelics, arising from the second, is awareness of relativity. I see that I am a link in an infinite hierarchy of processes and beings, ranging from molecules through bacteria and insects to human beings. This ties in with what you were saying in a minute. And maybe to angels and gods, a hierarchy in which every level is in effect in the same situation. For example, the poor man worries about money while the rich man worries about his health. The worry is the same, but the difference is in its substance or dimension.
No.
He's copied what you said, basically.
Oh, yeah, pretty much.
From this, it is but a short step to the realisation that all forms of life and being are simply variations on a single theme. We are all, in fact, one being doing the same thing in as many different ways as possible. And I've put in brackets. That comes from Hindu philosophy, that idea, the Vedanta, which is really interesting.
Mike Tyson, he had a famously very close relationship with his trainer, a really old guy called Cus D'Amato or something.
Yeah, that'll be it.
And
General what? Custard.
He was really, really old, and his famous quote is, "What's the difference between the hero and the coward is not the fear. The fear is present in both. It's the actions when faced with that fear that make the hero and make the coward. You both have the same fear.
Yeah.
The only thing that changes you from one to another is your reaction to that. Whether you run away or you do something about it, you still have that core fear. And the fear is itself one. Yeah, because a lot of people see really successful people and think, oh, you're just lucky because you don't have fear. Yeah. But it's they do have fear, they just react differently to it. Yeah. Or have taught themselves to react differently to it. They might not have reacted at one point to it. I read a book that was like, it's one of the best books I've ever read
a few weeks ago. It's a really good book by a guy called Viktor Frankl, and it's called Man's Search for Meaning. He was a psychiatrist, a Jewish psychiatrist living in Poland in like the 40s, and so he was sent to concentration camps.
Yeah.
And this book, he wrote it in 1945 after he was liberated. He was in Auschwitz for like 2 years and stuff like that. And this book is like his observations of psychology within concentration camps.
Yeah.
And basically he came to the conclusion that healthy-minded individuals are the people who have meaning and purpose in their life. And people who are neurotic and depressed and so on, their main problem is that they don't have meaning. And he got that from like inmates and not inmates.
That's interesting because that's a proper raw, first-hand way of experience.
Yeah.
I put that on to make a note of this, but I've already
It's
forgotten.
really good. It's a really good
Frankl.
book. Viktor Frankl. Victor with a K, and then Frankl for Frankl.
Victor.
When I first heard of it and wrote a note,
Man's
I
Search
wrote
for Meaning.
Rupert Farkle. But it's not that, it's Viktor Frankl. Yeah, so he writes his experiences of the Holocaust and stuff like that, and it's really well written, amazingly written. He wrote it in like 9 days.
Wow.
Well read. And it's just really well done. And one of the things that he says in that is that he noticed that you always have a choice of how to respond to suffering. That's the one thing that sets man free, is that you might be being tortured, you might be suffering like crazy, but it's always your choice how to respond to that. You always have that power, and that should give you some sense of dignity and responsibility to use that power in the correct
That's
sort of way.
interesting, yeah.
It's a good book.
I'm going to buy it. You can get it used 57p, so...
Really? I downloaded the ebook.
Yeah, I've got a Kindle. I don't really use it.
That's because your Kindle has apps and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's true.
Distracting.
Oh, it's £2.80 UK delivery, though.
No. Nope.
Don't know about that. £2.80 UK delivery, so that'll make it £3.40. Is it worth £3.40?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't. I'd get it for free on an ebook, but yes.
I can get it for $4.95 with free delivery, so no. I'll have a look at it on eBay later.
It's really good anyway. Library. Get it from the library.
Yeah. I do have a library card,
There you
so 21st century.
I also wrote a note about something I can't pronounce.
Oh.
But I thought, when I was writing my notes, I thought this was would be good to talk about, but I can't really figure out why. Pratyasamapupada, which is a Buddhist principle, commonly translated as dependent origination or dependent arising. On a general level, it refers to one of the central concepts in the Buddhist tradition, that all things arise independence and upon multiple causes and conditions. And I feel like that is something that they probably might have arrived at with the help of psychedelics, because it's basically saying that everything, it's like chaos theory, isn't it? If you've heard of chaos, like when a butterfly flaps its wings, it's like saying life is a rich tapestry, everything's connected, coincidences happen for a reason and stuff like that. And that's the sort of mindset that psychedelics bring about. Yeah.
Well, being more open to that way of thinking, I think.
Yeah. But it's even an intuitive thing, though. It's not even thinking. It's like you'll see patterns in things.
Become
that you
aware.
wouldn't really see. Like I imagine that the people throughout history who have come up with constellations in the stars, probably were high while doing it.
Oh yeah.
Like, you look at the stars while sober, you don't really see patterns in them.
No.
But when high, you literally can. You can be like, oh my god, they form a line.
Yeah.
Oh my god. But when you're sober, you don't really care, so you don't see it.
Yeah.
And you see a lot of patterns. It's like we were talking about music earlier. We were saying that.
I suppose if you think historically as well, it's not your entertainment, but that's such a huge. If you live in the countryside,
it's there. It's like there are lights
right
in the
above
sky.
you. It's not going to be like, well, I would look up there, but I'm watching Friends.
No,
It's, what are you going to do? Well, I'll look at that.
We've got those bright lights in the blue
It's like,
sky.
bang.
Crazy. Who knew?
And of course, you're going to stare at it, and of course, it's going to fascinate you.
Yeah.
In the same way that you take acid and you'll stare at a bit of carpet
Yeah.
for hours and hours and hours. Because it's just whatever captivates your mind.
That's something I did as a small child. I
You stare at the carpet.
stared at a carpet and I kept asking all my relatives what the bobbly bits are for. What
are
is
the
the
bobbly
function?
bits for?
And it became a thing in my family. What are the bobbly bits on the carpet? Because I would keep asking. I got really frustrated because no one
Just
could answer
Google it.
me. Couldn't before Google. Before I had access to Google.
Yeah.
Probably wasn't before Google.
Before you could just
It
Google it
might
on your
have,
phone.
let's say it was 95.
Yeah, it's before Google.
Yeah, there you go then. Couldn't Google it. I could have used Alta Vista.
You could have just put it on a forum.
Yeah, a group, a sort of a user group. What do you
Carpets.
call them? What are the bobbly bits for? But I couldn't type, couldn't spell.
Yeah. You were very young.
Yeah. But that gives good support to the Phil
credence.
Barry theory that when you're young, your life is more psychedelic than it is when you're older.
Yeah.
Even learning language is a pretty... Just learning language without... Like, if you think of learning language now, it's something where you think, right, I'm going to learn Spanish.
Yeah.
I'm going to buy some tapes, I'm going to learn Spanish. But when you're a kid, you don't try, you don't mean to.
Yeah, you gather it in, and that's why
just happens.
they argue that full immersion when learning a language is the best way to do it by far.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it's a sort of sink or swim situation.
Yeah.
Whereas if you want to get by, like a kid wants to get by and wants to get things quicker and get things done, you learn language.
Yeah.
And so it won't take you as long as a child because your brain's more advanced, but you won't soak it in as easily. So you'll pick up on things quicker. You'll pick up that means hello or that means this.
Because you just need to know it.
But you won't be able to remember it as quickly as like a young child. But full immersion, by the end of the week of full immersion, you've probably got hello, all the things you need to get by, like where's the toilet, or what street am I on, this kind of.
Yeah.
And then you just build from there. But it's the most difficult one to do, full immersion, because how do you really do it?
Buy lots of anime box sets.
That's the way. That was the big principle of that teaching I did when I was in Poland.
Oh yeah.
I was teaching English.
You taught us second language. Didn't you?
Yeah. But like.
Why are you qualified?
I was like 19. Because I said I ran a podcast network and I do a lot of talking.
Yeah.
Because the basis was it's not teaching English or grammatical English.
Yeah.
It's teaching business English so you can have conversations and get orders done and make your company international. And so the whole concept was you just need to be talking to people constantly. So the whole hotel for the week that we were in, it's like no Polish allowed, etc. You did like 3 or 4 sessions a day with like one-on-one just chatting, then a couple of group sessions, then you'd all hang out in the evenings, etc.
Didn't you feel a huge sense of responsibility to actually teach English?
Well, no, because I wouldn't have done it if it was like teaching actual English, because I don't have any teaching skills. But it was literally, we'll give you a bit of paper, you sort of talk through the answers. It's like a question, talk through. But I found, for the most part, like I had a bit of a disagreement with people who were running it. Because I was like, look, this 35-year-old, 6'8", heavily tattooed Pole doesn't want to talk about, what's Angie having for a pudding.
Yeah.
He just wants to talk, and if he wants to talk in English, I'll just talk to him for an hour.
Yeah.
And that's mainly what I did.
What you did,
and so people were a bit unhappy with my methods.
Well,
But I remember
fuck them.
when
the documentary gets made,
when
they'll be in it.
when I shook the guy's hand at the end, he's like, "Oh, we had our disagreements, but your feedback from the people was really good because I just sort of just wanted to chat, and I'm quite good at just chatting. I always make friends with people.
You should have a podcast.
Yeah,
You should have a YouTube show.
you need to get a camera.
Well, I'll drink a bit of this fake lit, and you research that quick.
Research camera. Okay, got
go.
one. Oh, what?
Go.
They have cameras on the internet.
Yeah.
Don't
Pay a
know
lot of money though.
Hang on. Yeah.
I don't have much money.
No, me neither.
Shit.
I might do. I don't know.
We'll save up.
We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll take a load of psychedelics, and we'll just do our first ever video podcast. Just tripping dicks. Just
Yeah. Take a lot of mushrooms and some LSD, and then smoke loads of weed, and then drink some beer.
Yeah. Why not?
Doesn't work, but coffee.
Just
take
throw some
coffee.
liquor in the situation.
Yeah.
Any situation,
Adderall.
just add some liquor.
Just
Alright.
a weird noise. And I'm like, yeah, fine.
Sure.
I can't recreate it.
Dope.
Is there anything else to say about magic mushrooms expanding your mind?
I would give them a go. Would you give them a go?
Yeah, definitely.
Like
They-
right now?
Possibly.
I'm not going to produce some, so don't be put on the spot. But I mean,
Yeah, possibly.
like I was saying earlier, I'd want to do it in a comfortable situation. Like if I was just hanging out and some guy I just met is like, "Do you want this room?" I'd probably say no.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I know I
situation.
definitely wouldn't say no, but I mean, in theory, I should say no. It wouldn't be the situation I'd want to do them in.
No. I would do them now, but it would be ideal to do them at some other point. I find that my sleep is really bad, and that's
Oh, me too.
I'd prefer to do that sort of thing when I'm not like really tired and run down,
Yeah.
like I am quite a lot of the time. I was talking to somebody the other day. I was texting somebody, and no, it was this morning, I think.
Yeah.
I was like, still
Good
awake.
memory.
Yeah, so thank you. I was still awake. Hadn't been to sleep yet.
Yeah.
And they texted me saying, "Oh, just woken up," and I was like, "It's really early. Go back to sleep." And they said, "Well, no, I'm not tired. That's why I've woken up." And that was foreign to me. That
Yeah.
idea, because when I wake up, I'm really tired.
Always tired.
Yeah.
Always,
and I thought
always tired.
that was when I realised that I have a bit of a problem.
Yeah. I'm Phil and I have a problem.
Yeah. So I feel like that's something that just my health in general. Mushrooms would be something. If I wanted to explore them seriously, I'd like to first have my health,
Yeah, in tip
In
top
line.
condition.
mental health,
Yeah, physical
physical
health.
health.
All kinds of health.
All those two. Bone
Financial health.
health, financial health. Yeah. Well, no.
Who gives a shit? Fuck shrooms, fuck money.
Apparently, shrooms make you feel sick though, which I'm not happy about. I get nauseous really easily.
Yeah.
So,
We'll skip that.
well, you can inject psilocybin though. That's what they did in this study that we're talking about.
We'll just blot some LSD or something.
Yeah, LSD doesn't make you sick, so we'll do LSD instead.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That would be insane. I imagine it would be really fun.
We'll do LSD and then look at the visualizers on Windows Media Player.
Just blow our minds. We'll just put the microphone on. Just
Yeah,
chat
and
for like
talk.
12 hours.
Yeah. That'd be really interesting to listen. No, it wouldn't.
Is it? I think it was Joe Rogan who told the story about of the day of the Iraq War.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Doug Stanhope went and did shrooms in Stanhope's house in like the middle of the desert.
Yeah,
And they were like
in
watching
Arizona,
telly and it
Brazil,
seemed
Arizona.
like the end of the world.
Yeah,
Like people like marching through desert and they're in desert and they're just like, whoa.
that would be crazy.
That's pretty intense.
Yeah.
I don't have any stories like that.
Yeah, I'd really like to do shrooms at some point. We'll do them.
Yeah,
TFC.
just get some in.
Yeah.
I'll get a pound in.
You get a pounder. Well,
We'll make shroom omelettes.
when was it and why? I have this memory of you, but it's divorced from any sort
Yeah.
of context. But I remember that we were on one of those Silk Road type websites trying to buy mushrooms.
Yeah,
When was that?
probably. I mean, that's probably true.
It is.
Yeah, that's awesome.
We're on some sort of mushroom website.
Yes, we were.
Do you remember?
At your studio.
Yeah, at the
Green
West
Room.
compound
Yeah.
of TFC.
Yeah, we
Downs.
were. And we nearly did it as well, didn't we?
Yeah,
Very
and then
nearly
something
did it.
stopped us. I think it was
Common sense.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was ordering mushrooms to your house is a bad idea.
Yeah. No, I remember that.
But that sets the precedent. We already have an interest in this, so let's do it.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll experience and then
Moz.
we'll
We'll blog.
yeah, we'll blog and then post the blog to our, what is it? Psychonaut? Is that it?
Psychonauts, yeah.
Yeah. They're big
Is
on
that
that.
a
Like,
subreddit?
like my MDMA trip, and then used to
Oh,
be
yeah.
like people describing it all. There's some actually amazing art that people have done on there. Like
Really?
I took acid last night and drew this, and it's just like vivid as shit.
That's cool. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do some of the good art. We'll do a blog.
Yeah,
Get us some
good art
adventures.
blog. We could probably get a galleria space in.
I was just going to say,
Yeah, in Bedworth.
None in Bedworth. I'm thinking Birmingham Icon.
What about London Museum?
That's not free. Not free admission, so no.
Yeah, you can get into
museum with free
museums in London for free.
admission. How can you? Which
Yeah.
ones?
All the ones.
Well, there you go then, all the ones.
The VA's free, I think. Wallace Museum's free.
Alright.
National Gallery, I think, is free.
Yeah, right, we're getting NG.
Serpentine. is
We're
free.
getting those. We'll get some gallery space.
Yeah.
What art are we going to do?
Just whatever comes to us when we're tripping.
What medium though? What?
Drawing.
Alright,
Put it
visual.
down. Yeah. And audio. We do audio art every week anyway, so.
We do already do audio art. I'll beatbox and you can rap.
Yes, okay. Only when I'm on drugs.
Oh. How much THC is still in your system?
Not enough.
La biblioteca.
La biblioteca.
Right, there you go. Drugs. Don't do them.
Or do them if you want it.
We didn't really... I was imagining that we might at some point get onto like... I'm not saying we should. Probably a good thing that we didn't. But I was picturing that we'd be like, they should be legal. What is with people wanting to make them illegal? So silly. But we didn't.
Well, it's like you say, like it says in that article, I think, like it increases the activity in some parts of your brain, but it decreases like your orientation and your various other parts. And so
Yeah.
to just legalise it completely,
Yeah, bad idea.
well, you just have people wandering into the middle of the roads.
Yeah.
Like I remember when I went out when I was on that research thing,
Yeah.
it was great fun to be outside and vivid, and like I remember seeing a plane go past and it looked fucking massive, and I was like, that plane is
You're
far
an
too
airport.
big to be in the sky.
It was
But-
parked. He was walking under.
But I couldn't have gone out into the real world because I would have just been caught up in something, walked into something,
Yeah. I mean,
walked into a car,
there should be like, if they make it legal,
have like places to do it.
yeah, and they also should have charges like you know, you get drunk and disorderly charges.
Yeah,
Just have a charge of like,
high and balls.
yeah, not disorderly because
Yeah.
not a lot of psychedelics make you disorderly,
But just being high in a public place or
yeah,
something.
or like unable to function,
Yeah.
putting other people in danger, something like that. I don't know. And
Yeah,
it's
you
not
have
like
to do that.
it's not like it's even likely that you would hurt someone.
No, it's more
Yeah, you
likely
probably
you'll
wouldn't.
hurt yourself.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just
That whole trying to take acid, think you can fly.
yeah. But did you see the
have to-
Bill Hicks joke
yeah.
about that?
Try it off the ground first.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Try Vitol first.
the world loses 2 more gas station attendants.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true though.
That's the thing, when you get really deep into talk about psychedelics, you forget that not everyone that takes them is like these academic
Yeah.
psychonauts.
You're just gonna have idiots.
Yeah, a lot, like mostly.
Yeah,
There's nothing wrong with that, but you've
But no,
got
you
to
have to
remember that a
remember-
lot of people that take mushrooms don't have like these eye-opening experiences
Yeah.
and don't even know that's possible and just take them because
they
it
can.
makes their curtains look crazy.
Yeah, and like you say, there is nothing wrong with that, but you have to remember
But I'm
how different
just
drugs affect different people and different, health.
Yeah, definitely. And it's not good to just lionize something completely.
No.
In fact, there's a line in this article that says about all of this, all of these theories and shit. It says this is an entirely novel analysis, and its validity needs to be further tested. So they're sort of admitting that,
Yeah, we don't know enough about it.
yeah, which is good because
Yeah.
otherwise it's just becomes the circle jerk. But like it's happened with marijuana a lot, where people say, "Oh, it's a miracle
Really
drug.
is brilliant.
It's the best natural medicine
Cures
ever.
your cancer.
Penicillin
Yeah.
next."
Yeah, it's true. You need to remember that it's not for everybody.
Yeah, you need to temper it a bit.
Yeah,
and
and
just-
just go, well, it's quite good. It probably has some benefits.
Yeah, I mean it
Might not.
is great compared to the perception of it, which is that it's an illegal bad thing and you shouldn't
Yeah.
use it. It's
Yeah,
great
it's
compared
true.
to that, but it's not like
It's not going to solve all your problems.
no. And also, a lot of people want everyone to be on marijuana all the time.
All the
I think
time.
that'd be a
That'd
great
be a
work.
nightmare.
No, because what about people who work at GM Motors?
The country wouldn't function.
Yeah, you need some people to be dorks and dweebs with pencils.
Absolutely.
We need those people.
There's a reason that these sort of groups of people exist in the first place. Nerds and dorks and the intellectual and the work, because you need every part of society for
Yeah.
society to be what it is right now. If you don't want it to be what it is right now, then yeah, of course, change. I'm not saying change, but in your mind it changes. So if you want to get rid of all nerds, then technology is not really going to exist.
Yeah, but you still need different personality types.
But then the jocks will win.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Woo jock.
You still need different personality types within a culture.
Yeah, if
You
everybody's
can't
the
just
same,
say
have a
blanket
shit
everyone
time.
should be this. Like I heard a really interesting lecture by some guy. I wish I could remember what it was called, but I can't. But it was a guy who had this theory that schizophrenia is actually like something that because schizophrenia occurs in a certain percentage of the population, no matter what, regardless of where you live or whatever. You go anywhere in the world, you'll find people with schizophrenia, and they can't figure out why people get it. He was saying that it's just a sort of personality type that manifests itself in large cultures. Like, it's beneficial to, let's say you have a tribe. He says that it's beneficial for one of them to have schizophrenia because they think outside the box and they think up crazy new systems and stuff like that. And that's why you think shamans come from. Like, shamans are the person with schizophrenia in your tribe.
That's interesting, yeah. Because otherwise you would only have the single road of like thought.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just,
or even reaction.
It's almost like you have two eyes, and that gives you depth perception. It's like having two people of opposing views.
Different levels.
Yeah, it's like they cross over and add another dimension to the.
Well, that's the argument about like mental health as a whole thing, that it shouldn't be taboo.
Yeah. No.
And while we think, you know, somebody with bipolar or X, Y, whatever mental disease they have, is sort of on a lower level to us normal people, but they're giving us a completely different outlook and a different level, and advancing the concept of the mind as a whole concept. Otherwise we would only know it as the strip in the middle. They to put it in graph form.
But in order to, they have like this, they have something to offer, and it's like just pretending they don't.
And you know, it might not be the healthiest for you to function in the society that we, the normals, have made.
Yeah. Well, we're all consumerism and stuff like that, and that requires a really narrow.
But you know,
person.
If having bipolar was the norm, then society would be completely different. But it would be the norm.
Yeah.
Because it's something you can't change or do, really. Like, mental health can improve, and you can be counselled to the middle. But it's that argument: should you? Like, why should you be normal?
Yeah.
Like, bipolar, obviously, it's only bad because it affects other people, or it affects you within the normal system.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that you should then try and not live the life like everybody else and be a part of normal society, in inverted commas, but you're trying to be something you're not because it's what everybody else is. It's that whole, well, so I'm listening to this music because everybody at school is. And it's on obviously a completely different scale. But is that wise? I'm not saying you should accept something if it's hurting you or people around you or endangers other people, but who are we to say, oh well, because you think differently, or you're happier or more depressed, or swing between the two a bit more, that you're unusual, that you're just offering a different perspective.
Yeah, or who we say that you're worthless because of that. Yeah. Who we say that you don't have value because of that.
Yeah,
it's like
can't
saying
listen to your opinion.
You can't. You have something about your personality that means that you can't participate in this game that we've built, this consumerism game that we've built, and so therefore you're bad. But then you're forgetting that maybe they're really good at something else that you're not good at. Like they're really good at having all the experiences in a short amount of time, having lots of emotional experiences in a short amount of time. But people don't think of that as being a skill or a thing to be good at.
Positive.
Because it doesn't fit in with the way we run things. So, fuck drugs. Bad.
Bad or brilliant.
Outlaw them.
Kill all drugs.
Boo, drugs.
Drug users.
Boo. Boo.
Boo.
The brain has no room for chemicals.
No.
Chemicals don't belong in the brain. No. No, sir. Pick another number.
2.
This is on Buzzfeed.com.
Yes.
This has been going around a bit. Meet the guy who launched a wildly successful Kickstarter to make potato salad.
Oh, I love potato salad.
Zach Danger Brown.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
His name is Zach Danger.
Well, that's what he wrote on the form anyway, the Kickstarter form. He made a project for potato salad, and he said he aims to just make a potato salad. I haven't decided what kind yet. And he set the goal at $10. And he raised $63,000 of his $10 goal.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. He had an interview with Buzzfeed where he said, I've always enjoyed potato salad at Memorial Day parties and Labour Day parties. Early this week, someone asked if I'd ever made potato salad, and I couldn't say that I had, so I turned to Kickstarter to change that.
What's he going to do with all this money?
He said, my original goal was $10. I thought I could possibly get to $20 and have to make potato salad with a stranger. Now I get to make potato salad with a whole internet. Someone said they could help me set up a live stream, so I guess we're doing that. So he is actually going to make potato salad.
Wow.
That's a mistake. Is that a rule of Kickstarter? Like, you have to do what you said you were going to do?
I suppose so. I suppose if you then just took people's money and didn't bother,
Yeah.
then that's fraud, isn't it?
People have done that on Kickstarter a lot.
Really?
Which is one of the problems with Kickstarter.
People just go, oh, okay, and then leave.
Yeah, people say, I'm going to raise £1 million to build an anti-cancer pill.
Yeah.
And they get £1 billion. And they go, right, I'll work on it now. And
Yeah,
obviously
they have
they
no
can't deliver.
Clue what they're doing.
Yeah. But they take the money.
How did
that's how
Kickstarter
it
stop that?
Oh, I don't know. I'm sure we'll find out, because I think we should do a Kickstarter. Because this has made me realise that it's easy to do a Kickstarter. Anyone can do it for anything.
Yeah, let's do it.
So I think we should do it.
For
I haven't looked into this, but I just feel like it just seems like the thing to do. It
yeah,
should be a good idea.
I mean, he made 63 grand.
Yeah.
So that's what? Times that by $1 million.
That's 63 million grand.
Cool. Cool.
So we'll
mills.
have 63 cool mills. Grand.
Yes.
So I'm on Kickstarter.com.
Woo.
How do you make a project?
Make a project, please. Want to make
Start?
a Kickstarter? Yes, please.
Kickstart. Start a project.
Yes.
There you go. I want to share an something project, and then there's a drop-down list with categories.
Okay, give me a category.
Right.
Stretching.
Oh God.
Stretching.
Arts, comics, crafts, dance, design, fashion, film and video, food, games, journalism, music, photography, publishing, technology, or theatre.
Well, what's our project going to be based in?
Theatre, probably.
Just a two-man show.
Yeah. Yes.
Should we do a
yes.
two-man show?
Yes.
Yes.
Right, a live TLDR.
Yes.
Because I was thinking we'll just raise money just because I'd like money.
Yeah.
But let's do
Let's do a live TLDR.
project is called TLDR live exclamation mark. Yeah?
Yes. Like it.
Select your country. I'll go for UK. Continue. Sign up. Oh. Shall I log in with Facebook? Is that a bad idea? Because I'll log in with a Facebook account that isn't really me.
Yeah, that's fine then.
Yeah. But would that be fraud?
No.
I'll just sign up. I'll just call this. I'll sign up as the TFC network.
Yeah. Use
CEO.
the TFC podcast.
So Zabatha,
Black person.
black person. Email Fireside Chronicles.
At gmail.com if you want to email into the show. FiresideChronicles@gmail.com. Thank you.
Re-enter that, please.
The Fireside Chronicles at gmail.com.
I'm already noticing that these are different lengths, so I've gone wrong here.
You can also follow us at TFC Podcast on Twitter.
Password. What do you reckon?
Usual?
Yeah, alright.
With the numbers or without the numbers?
I'll do it with the numbers. Let's
Hello.
Come on. Right, sign me up. Oh no, I've accidentally subscribed to the newsletter.
On a little side note, you notice my finger's completely green.
Oh yeah, what's that from?
Not a good sign. I think that's from this ring. Copper poisoning or lead poisoning. Some kind of poisoning.
Are you sure you've been poisoned?
Yeah, this is Alexander Litvinenko all over again.
Oh yeah, gmail.com. Gmail is what I meant there.
Gmail, that email address. The Fireside Chronicles at gmail.com. Feel free to email into the show. We do accept nudes.
It's taking me longer to sign up even than I thought it would be. I thought this would be a breeze, to be honest with you.
How's it coming along? What question are we on?
I'm just doing the password again because I got the email wrong. So, right. Meet your new project. Add an image, a goal, and other important details.
TLDR logo.
Right, picture. TLDR logo. Let's find our logo. Got it here somewhere. For now, I'll just put a picture of Mark Zuckerberg because that was there.
Yeah.
Category, subcategory. Experimental, festivals, immersive, musical, plays, and spaces. Experimental.
Yeah, experimental.
Or festivals. Experimental for now.
Yeah, for now.
Festival on the backbone. Short blurb. We would like ... quite a fair amount of money
To go on tour.
to go on tour with our podcast, TLDR, the Internet Digest. What's good about our podcast? Our podcast is good for this on account of... Oh, run out of room.
Get rid of that last sentence then.
Yeah. Project location in the theatre. Oh, Nashville, Tennessee, Austin, Texas, Houston. What are you thinking?
We're not going to any of the Texas.
UK?
Are we? You go for UK.
London, Birmingham. Shall we put our hometown?
Yeah. Grimsby.
There we go. Grimsby. Wait a minute.
What's happened?
Did you know there's a place in the United Kingdom called Neaton?
No.
It's like the goatee version of Nuneaton.
N-E-A-T-O-N.
N-E-A-T-O-N.
No, never heard of it.
It's like the evil version of Nuneaton. Boo, Neaton. Funding duration. How long are we going to take to raise money? 30 days?
Yeah, that's 30 days.
Funding goal. Here we go. 10,000? What do you think? Realistically?
Well, I mean,
let's
to
be
go on tour,
realistic.
how many dates are we going to do?
2.
2 dates.
Yeah.
2 shows. 2 shows only.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10 grand would be fine.
10k. Save. Your projects have been saved. Before continuing, take a minute to review our rules. Probably not. We're going to do that.
I accept.
Rewards. Here we go.
Yes.
Every project needs great rewards. Be creative and price them fairly. Explore other projects for inspiration. What to offer? Things like copies of what you're making, unique experiences, and limited editions work great. What's prohibited? Rewards not directly produced by the creator or the project itself. Financial incentives. Raffles, lotteries, and sweepstakes. Coupons, discounts, and cash value gift cards. Rewards in bulk quantities, and so on. Right.
Right. £10,000 plus VIP package.
Does that mean I just get to touch our dick?
4 tickets to show of choice and 10-minute guest appearance.
I like how we're doing 2 shows.
Yeah.
You can have 4 tickets to one of them if
Yeah.
you give us 10,000.
Okay, to both of them. 4 tickets
No.
to both.
I like it. It's a good thing.
10-minute or a full guest on one episode.
Okay.
TLDR.
You
Internet
can be a
Digest.
full guest. I'll put in brackets no speaking roles then. Of one of our episodes of TLDR, the Internet Digest. You can also have a box of our laundry
Yeah.
to do and give
Signed
back.
laundry.
No, just to do. And we will give you our headshots if you know and can pay a photographer. There we go. Select a month. What? January 2019. We'll deliver that. Shipping details. No shipping involved. I'll limit the quantity to 500 people. Only 500 people can get that. Add another reward.
We'd have to give
So-
away 2,000 tickets.
It's fine. So that was 10,000.
Yeah.
5,000.
5,000.
Get to have a burger with Jay.
Yeah.
No, your name's Matt, not Jay.
Matt.
Jay just looks and sounds identical to you, but he's dead.
He's not dead, he lives on @JKaiBrandy on Twitter.
Really?
Memorial page.
$100. Is that alright for $5,000?
Burger with Jay, yeah.
With Matt.
With Matt. Matt or Jay. Your choice.
Select month, January 2019. Shipping, no shipping. Limit
$100.
quantity,
We're on $100 now.
1,000. £100.
£100.
GBP. £100.
Personalised shout out on the podcast. We'll say cheers to Dave, John, Tina, Mary, Susan.
I'll put, for example, if your name is Gabby, we will say, hello, Gabby. Please note that we will not call people who aren't called Gabby. Gabby.
Gabby. £1.
Go straight from 100 to 1.
Yeah, we went from £5,000 to 100.
Well, that's true. £1. Nothing not worth it, I'll put. There you go. Select month, January 2019.
Save.
2019. Shipping, no shipping involved. Let's put that one in November 2014. The personalised shout out. Limited quantity. 7. Only 7.
Only 7 people can get fuck all.
Yeah. Save. An error code.
Oh no.
Oh, £10,000 too much apparently. Can't exceed £5,000.
Well, just
Alright,
move them all down one.
Yeah, we'll start off at £5,000. Then the next one will be £2,000.
Yeah.
And then 100.
Then £1.
And then £1. But £1, instead of saying nothing, I'll say, you get a personalised shout out as well. Fuck it. But yours won't be as snazzy as the £100 one. Although really it probably will. Probably will be the same.
Be exactly the same in every way.
Yeah. Limit quantity 15.
Yeah, 15. Like it.
Save. Oh, there we go, done.
We're online.
We've done the basics and the rewards, and now we need to do story, about you, and account, and then preview, and then continue.
Oh, right.
Story.
Story.
It's not just project, it's a story. Project video, no.
No.
Project description. We started off basically just wanting to have some money, as that would be quite nice. So if you don't need to know anymore and just
Donate now.
have some money lying about, just give money right now, and that'll be that. If you need your arm twisting, here is our basic story so far, ...
Like it.
We started TLDR,
The Internet Digest.
the Internet Digest, about, what was it, 2 months ago? Or a month
Yeah.
ago?
2 months. This is FP
6.
6 or 7.
About 2 months ago-ish. And we just realised just now that it would make a good live show. Because of the following 8 reasons.
1.
1. Just would.
Yeah.
2. C above.
3.
3.
Attractive hosts.
Attractive hosts. 4. Charisma.
Yeah. 5. Content.
6. Lots of,
Yeah.
in brackets, above. 7. You would get to hear us do a podcast
Live.
only live. 8. Why not? Question mark.
Yeah.
Just leave it open like that. Hashtag kid president.
Yes.
Hashtag TFC all day. Hashtag give space us space money. Space. 2 space us.
Like it.
Risks and challenges. What are the risks and challenges that come with a complete new project, and how are you qualified to overcome them? I'll put NA. NA. Save. Yeah, that's saved.
Beautiful.
About you.
Yes.
Profile photo.
No.
Can you just do it from the webcam? No, it's not going to happen then. Facebook contact, leave that. Biography. We are 2 handsome dudes.
What is it? Mad Rad.
Okay, we are two handsome, rad, bad, rude dudes with mad attitude.
That's true.
Looking
Always
to
has been.
party and get down. We will get real if necessary and have been known to on occasion. We both have nice bods and good jawlines. Our joint sex appeal is on a 10-point scale. What do you think? 10.1 out of 11.
Yeah, 10.1 out of 11.
10.1 out of 11. So as you can see, we are quite cool guys, and girls all like us.
Wow.
What? Anything else for our both? What else?
No, we've got everything in there.
Your location, England. Oh, God. Neaton. Not Neaton. Websites, tfcpodcast.com.
Yes. Shout out. Ladies.
Save. Oh, what?
Have we done it? Are we online?
Yeah. About You still doesn't have a green tick though. It only has a grey tick.
What have you done?
Websites, biography, Facebook Connect. Do I have to do that? Maybe I need a profile picture. Should put a picture of some wine glasses.
Yeah, just put all
Because that's us. We just
big
like
wine
to drink wine.
drinking. Merlot, hello.
Yeah. Merlot.
Merlot.
Pronounced, yeah. What's your favourite wine? Red.
Yeah, red.
Same.
Sometimes white.
Sometimes white. Account. Some housekeeping. I used that phrase the other week.
Some
You
housekeeping.
were like,
you
people
do.
that use that phrase and I said yes they do, and now they do. It's clear.
Oh.
Data account verified and ready to receive pledges. Funds recipient. If your project is successful, it should say when really. You'll need to know where to send your funds. Individual or legal entity such as company or individual. Send it to me.
Yeah.
Set recipient. Is that with the black person yet?
Yeah.
Birth year 64, wasn't it?
Yeah. 1960.
January 1st.
Yeah, 64.
Home address. Shall I just put mine?
Yeah.
Nuneaton, England. Flat number? No. Post town? I don't know what that means. Postcode?
Not giving it all away.
Yeah, come on, ladies.
Ladies.
Oh, I need to put in something in the box which no longer has a label. It's just red.
Just write the word poo.
Verify identity. Based on the information you entered, your identity could not be verified. What?
Uh-oh.
Post town. What does post town mean? Oh, just the town.
Yeah, probably the town.
Yeah. I probably didn't need to put England in home address then.
No, you've already put that we're in the UK.
Yeah. It's loading.
Oh.
It still says your identity cannot be
that's
verified. Before trying again, please double check the information below is accurate. If you've moved in the past 6 months, oh, maybe it's checking against an actual registry of some sort.
Yeah, and your name isn't Zabba the Blackbird.
Yeah. I'll just have to put Philip Barry. 1992.
Ladies.
September 13th. If you're in the market for gifts, buy them, send them to me. Thank you. That's one of the Kickstarter rewards.
@gmail.com.
You get to give us a gift. There we go. Which of the following people have you known? No, it's given me the names of 4 people. Kevin Thompson, Malcolm Holt, Muriel Griffin, and Sean Lithgow.
Do you know any of them?
No, maybe they're people who live on my street. Below is a quick quiz with questions only you can answer. They're based on your public records, credit reports, and all that good stuff. You have 10 minutes to answer the following questions. None of the above. I'll just do this as honestly as possible. I didn't know I had 10 minutes.
Insane.
Which of the following Barrys have you home address in? Barry?
Barry.
Lyndon, yes, he's my brother. This is weird that they know that.
What the fuck?
Your Equifax credit file indicates that you may have a current account opened on or around July 2009. Who is the provider? Barclays.
It's mental that it knows that.
Yeah. Oh, done. Here's the part where you link your bank account. What is an IBAN? You can find your international bank account number on your bank statement or in your account details online or by
We're gonna
asking
need your bank
bank.
statement.
Jesus Christ.
Do you not have a bank statement to hand?
Not here, not in Studio B.
Well, we'll leave that one for when you do have it. We're so close.
But it said I only have 10 minutes to do this. Right, I'll just click submit, see what happens. IBAN is required. I'll copy and paste the example one.
Probably not going to work.
We'll see. Yeah, worked. So you were wrong.
No, but surely that means all the money's just going to go into their bank account.
Yeah.
We don't want that.
I'll change it later on. Phone number. Verify via text, yes. 7.
7.
Yeah. Oh, or I could do an automated phone call.
Yes.
But then it might say some of my personal details.
Yeah, no, don't do that.
Account verification code was sent. That's done then. When I get the text. Oh, hello.
Ladies!
Yeah, ladies will. Your Kickstarter verification code is 621131.
621131 621131 621131
Verify. Come on.
Oh.
I wonder what would have happened if I'd have said that I knew Barry.
Oh.
Yeah, it seemed to have worked. Oh, send verification email as well.
Yay. Now what happens?
See if I've got the email.
Gosh, it's exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, we're going to get a lot of money from this. Yeah, there it is.
Yay! You started a project on Kickstarter.
Excellent. I'm not going to read that. 17 minutes ago they sent that. I just clicked.
Jesus.
Very forward thinking of them.
Well, there you go. We've got a Kickstarter. What's our official?
Just look for it. It'll be there on their website.
Look for TFC, TLDR.
No, I didn't put TFC anywhere in there.
No, you didn't mention that
only
at all.
TLDR.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Forgot to mention.
Never mind.
I
don't
think I used the word podcast either.
At all.
No.
People are going to be expecting a proper two-man show. We should have sit on chairs. And so, but this isn't what you expected.
That'll be okay. So yeah, give us some money. Give us some money.
As much as you have in your bank account, please.
The picture is Zuckerberg. Forgot. Continue.
There you go, look at that. That's brilliant.
Why is Sabbath a black person? It says right there. I should have put TFC podcast. We would like quite a fair amount of money to go on tour with for our podcast. Oh, there you go. TLDR on the Internet Digest.
Brilliant.
And then
You did say podcast after all.
Yeah. Phew. This is great, right.
So if you want to back us...
I'm going to copy and paste this, put this on our Facebook. If you go on facebook.com/TFC podcast. /TFC podcast. I'm going to post this right now.
It's going up, ladies. It's going up. Ladies!
Hi, super fans. In brackets, ladies! Exclamation mark. Close brackets.
Ladies!
We've just started a quite successful Kickstarter
Hello!
campaign to fund us.
On our upcoming live tour.
I'll just put funders. That'll do. Please give us money right now, if you can. This will go towards upcoming, I suppose I should say it, live tour.
Live
Where we will be podcasting live in a theatre
near you.
near us, let's be honest. Pasted the link, but it's not coming up. That'll be fine. Post that.
That'll just pop up.
Yeah. There we go. I'm not going to pleasure you. Are you going to give money? You looked really shocked and surprised.
It's because
What did you
I
think
thought
I
you said
said?
I thought you said I'm not going to pleasure you. Okay, it's a weird segue.
You did look really quite scared when I said that. No, I'm not going to pledge to the Kickstarter.
You're not.
You?
No,
No.
I want money. I don't want to give money
no,
away.
neither do I. Right, we are 2.5 hours into the show.
Just the 2.5 hours in.
So what do you want to do? Do you want to talk about this remaining topic, which is quite heavy?
Didn't we mention this?
Yeah, not that. I'm not on it.
Okay. How heavy is it?
It's like one of the more important things. Oh, hello.
Oh, ladies!
That actually is a lady. So,
Oh, live on air.
That's mum. It's quite heavy. It's about the FCC, the fast lane, internet fast lanes,
Ooh.
net neutrality. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, why not? Get into it.
This is actually just a comic that I found on the internet. When I say I found it on the internet, I mean it was right at the top of Reddit.
You just clicked on it.
Yeah.
You didn't find it at all.
Earlier on today as well. And it explains net neutrality really well. How familiar are you with this whole thing?
Not very.
Have you heard about all the FCC doing any of this? Have you heard about any of this?
Not properly. I've seen headlines, but I've not really clicked on it or read it.
Well, the basic gist is that... do you know what the concept of net neutrality is to begin with?
No.
Well, the idea is that on the internet, at the moment, the way that it works is that everything... I thought I was going to put it, but I didn't. Everything has... everything loads just as quickly, no matter what website it's from.
Yeah.
So no website is given preferential treatment in terms of how fast the data is transferred.
Okay, good.
Which means that that's the net neutrality. It's like equality for websites.
Yeah.
And the FCC is trying to make it so that that's not the case. So
Why?
they can, because they want to charge people more money for what they're calling fast lanes,
Yeah.
which is where you get faster internet speeds for certain websites. But what it actually is not faster internet speeds, the same internet speeds we're already getting, and they're just slow other things down
everything else.
so that it feels faster by comparison. Which is clearly bad.
I don't want that.
No.
It's just making money from the internet. It's terrible.
But it is going to happen in the middle of July unless we sign this petition. I'm not going to do that, but people listening should.
How many millions of people do we need to get it done?
I have no idea. I don't know.
If all our listeners do it, though, it'll probably get sorted.
Well, no, if all our listeners do it, they'll think a robot is coming in,
Yeah, completely.
automatically input 1 million people, because they don't think 1 million people will listen to podcasts. But
Yeah, we proved them wrong. iTunes #1. Net neutrality. It sounds terrible. I don't. What are the benefits of it other than the FCC making money?
that is literally it. That is literally the only. Not the FCC making money, but companies like BT and Virgin and Verizon.
So who will you pay money to? Who will the
Just
money
your-
go to? Your internet provider.
Yeah, your ISP. You'll give them money as you normally would.
And what
Only-
websites will you pay more to go on?
Well, just whatever they decide. So, they could... It wouldn't necessarily be that you'd be paying more to go on certain websites, but it would be that I think you could buy one of two services, the slow service or the fast service.
And the fast one will be more expensive.
Yeah, I think. But what it really is that they just create a second service which is a lot slower,
Slower.
and then call the original one the fast service, which is clearly
Yeah.
evil.
Bit immoral.
Yeah. But there's a lot of argument that it could end up being like AT&T, for example, one of the big internet providers in America, are thinking of starting their own Netflix type thing.
Yeah.
And there would be really nothing to stop them from really slowing actual Netflix down for their
That's
customers
interesting.
and making AT&T the... I mean, in a lot of places in America, there's no choice. Like, only one company covers your area.
Yeah.
Let's say if you live in like Brisbane, Arizona or whatever,
Yeah.
you don't have a choice between AT&T or Verizon. You have to choose. There's no
whichever
choice.
one
It's
there
just there's one there.
Yeah.
So that's quite bad as well.
Well, then they have control over your internet choices.
Yeah,
Which
and
really
they
is the last
influence
thing
you
you
as
want.
well. They would have a really big say in the websites that you visit and how often and stuff like that.
So why is this even being considered?
Literally, profit. People want to make money.
But surely they'll have to pass laws or something will have to go through.
Yeah, something has happened.
Is this
like
just lobbying money?
Yeah, it is basically. I think some court. I think this is an American rule, but it would
Yeah.
effectively.
Well, eventually trickle.
Yeah. So it's like companies such as Verizon and AT&T and stuff who are lobbying to get the FCC to get rid of net neutrality and allow for fast lanes legally. Because right now they're not allowed because net neutrality is in place, but they want to get rid of net neutrality. Which there's not really even that much to be said about this. It's one of those really plain, clear, black and white
Keep
good
net
versus evil
neutrality.
issues.
Well, what's this link? What is this? Is it a petition that actually does any good, or is it like
Yeah, it's
a petition saying? Do you
it's-
agree that all Africans should have food?
It's fcc.gov/comments. It's their official comment site.
Yeah.
And the idea is that if enough people leave comments,
Saying boo to net neutrality.
Yeah,
No,
then-
yay to net neutrality.
boo to the rejiggering.
Proposal to get rid of it.
I think they want to define the internet as. Let's see if I can find it here. Pardon me. I don't know. They want to define the internet as a class something utility or something like that. I don't know. But they want to redefine it as what it basically already is, but officially, so that people can't fuck with it in this way.
Yeah.
I don't know what are the possible outcomes here, because it seems possible that this could just happen. I always thought that with like SOPA and CISPA and stuff like that. All those things, like it seems really likely that
one day it will just happen.
Yeah, even though everyone doesn't want it to happen.
Well, it's just
seems
a
quite
different
likely
kind
it
of
just will.
censorship of the internet, isn't it? And who can use the internet and the eyes that are on certain things.
Which is a shame because the internet is.
It's going to make it much harder for people to find things that people don't want them to find. Be that, political, economic, social, etc.
Yeah, like there's the idea that maybe one company supports Republicans, for example.
Yeah.
And so they slow down the Democrats' website.
Yeah, and they will do that.
Yeah.
That's how business and politics is very, very corrupt and very dog eat dog, I suppose.
But it seems like it just doesn't seem like there's anywhere for them to hide. It doesn't seem like there's any way to say that this isn't just evil. Like, how can you explain that away? Because the only thing you can say as a spokesperson for one of those companies is that we just would like to make some more money than what we're already making. So please let us do this. I don't see what
I don't
spin
know
they
how
can
you
put
would
on it.
vote for that. I don't know what the process would be that you go, yeah, right, that sounds fine.
But the spin that they're actually putting on it obviously is quote fast lanes. That's the phrase they're using. So it's just tricking people into thinking that
I'm
you're getting faster
the internet
internet.
faster than next door.
Yeah.
But
Whereas really they're just slow
getting
bits of it down to
Yeah.
So I suppose there are a lot of people who just aren't tech savvy who hear the government telling them, or not the government but the FCC, which is part of the American government, saying like,
we'll make it faster.
yeah,
just
the
for
internet's
you.
going to be faster. That's good, isn't it? You'd like that. But
Yeah, people will buy it.
But like, I don't know. It seems it's such a thin facade.
I feel like it can't pass.
Yeah, I sort of feel that way, but
But then one day,
looks like it
all
is
these
going to,
things
though.
that I go, that won't pass. One of them will eventually pass. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, there's only so long you go, that's not going to happen. The internet will sort that one out. No, it's fine. Until one day one of them just plops in.
Exactly. I mean, it says
You go,
here.
balls.
It says here we have until mid-July to make our voices heard, and it's mid-July in a few
Isn't
days.
that right now?
Yeah, essentially, yeah. I don't know what date he's referring to specifically, but still, it seems like
Yeah, it doesn't seem
it
good.
seems dire. It seems really bad. I don't know how people could get around it. I don't know how people could possibly get around it, apart from setting up pirate ISPs. We could do that.
People will.
TFC ISP.
Well, people know where we are. They'll come and raid us.
Oh no, that's true. Yeah.
Kick us.
I'll come to our headquarters here in Grimsby, Nuneaton. 30 Rockefeller Place, NYC, Grimsby. Yeah.
Well, I might sign the petition. Write a comment saying, no, down with this sort of thing.
I in spirit would like to, but I'm not going to.
In
because
actuality.
Can't be bothered.
Not happening.
I sort of can't really be bothered to talk about this very much either, because I don't feel like there's much to talk about. It seems quite dire. I'm just going to wait this out. Let's put a pin in this now and say, right, we've established this for the
There's a
TLDR
possibility.
listeners. and then we'll come back to it in like a week or whatever.
We'll play on it, see how it's adapting.
Yeah.
We'll get in touch with Pope Francis and combine this and Pope News.
Saves time.
Saves time.
Yeah. That way you're not doing two separate segments.
Segments, just one seamless flow.
Let's call it the FCC presents Pope News.
Yes.
So that way they're
like
both
it.
in the name. Because otherwise,
One or the other
it
will
would
get
seem
jealous.
otherwise it would seem like it's literally just Pope News and it's not anymore.
No, it's about the FCC as well.
Yeah,
as
they're
Pope
both
News.
both equal parts of it, really.
Well, they're both equal parts of my life.
FCC and the Pope.
Yeah.
I sent an email to the FCC once.
Really?
Yeah, I can't remember what it said though, and I sent an email to the FDA as well.
Do they get back to you?
No, the FDA did actually,
Oh, that's nice of them.
but it was generic.
Thank you
We
for
don't
getting
take
in
comments
touch.
from outside the United States. Because I was doing ICTA level,
Yeah.
and it was terrible. So I would just do things like that. Like,
Just
do you
have
remember?
some fun.
Yeah, do you remember that guy who none of us liked or do like still?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I sent him. I found one of those websites like justeat.co.uk or
Yeah.
something where you can send takeaway, and I just knew his address somehow. I think I knew his door, so I went on Google Street View
Google
and found his
Street View.
address, and sent him like 5 bottles of Pepsi and like loads of food.
Wonder what he did.
I don't know, but this is just a silly thing to do.
Yeah, it's
That's
probably
something that I did when I was like 18, and now all these years later.
all those 3 years later.
Yeah. Oh, the follies of youth.
That's funny though. It's
I would
funny.
do it now again.
Yeah, I'll do it.
I'll
now.
still do it.
I would prefer to have it be sent to me so I could get food.
Then you'd have to pay for it. That's the
Yeah,
problem.
I'd just super kick him in the face.
Super kick
Yeah, shut him out.
with a super kick.
Yeah, he would say, pizza please.
Why would he say pizza, please?
It's foreign. And I go, yeah, I didn't order any pizza. He's like, pizza please.
Yeah.
And so I take the pizza off him and put it on
What
the
is
floor.
he? Is he Italian or
Yeah,
Indian?
whatever stereotype you want.
He's Italian Indian?
Half
Half
caste.
each.
And he's got his,
Slope.
got his hangout asking for the money. And I go, oh, let me just check in my wallet. Turn,
Yeah. Jump in the air.
step back, super kick. He goes down, boom.
Is he out cold? or
Oh,
what?
yeah, he's out cold. I should.
What are you going to do with him though? Is he going to wake up?
Yeah, he'll just crawl away in embarrassment.
Ah,
so I
yeah.
just super kicked him.
I've never super kicked or been super kicked.
Really. Waggy always tells the story of when I was really, really drunk in Berlin.
Yeah.
He tried to super kick me. But
I don't think I know what a super kick is.
it's like, you remember Sweet Chin Music by Shawn Michaels?
Vaguely.
It's very similar to that. It's just like a boom, like kick to the face, side kick to the face.
So you do that.
Yeah, and
Or
Waggy,
we'll order
Waggy
some-
claimed he did it to me. Is what I'm saying, but I don't think that's
I
true.
don't know.
I can't see that being true.
Waggy says a lot of things.
I just feel like I can't see him physically being able to do that.
Waggy's the sort of person who, if you have a day with him where you're both really drunk and you don't remember it the day after, suddenly he has loads of crazy stories that happened.
Yeah.
that day. Yeah, and then we went to the Tate and they asked me to do an installation, so I did. You don't remember this?
Did that straight away.
He's great. He's no longer with the network, but he was on
Yeah.
the original podcast,
We-
Farside Chronicles.
Wish him the best of luck in his future endeavours.
Yeah.
Godspeed.
Godspeed to him and his successful Let's Plays on YouTube, which I'm a part of. So
Bit awkward for me.
yeah,
Show me the door.
well, it's there. Look,
That's one of several doors in the Studio B. Studio.
compound.
Yeah, compound.
It's good to have a lot of different doors, though.
Yeah, good
Get
for
different
security.
rooms. Good for security. Yeah. Connect all the rooms together.
Yes.
All right, that's the internet digested.